You are now listening to Doc Spider Baseball on KFIZ, hosted by play-by-play announcer Cam McGuire.
KFIZ.
And welcome into Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where it will be the winner of tonight's game will grab outright a solo position place in the third spot in the Northwoods League South Division. Will be the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders and the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters for the second straight night. Wisconsin was able to grab the 3-2 win last night over the Doc Spiders at home, and it was a quick start to the game for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, as in the first inning they picked up a 2 RBI single from Jack Thomas Wall. There were 2 hits in that inning. The Doc Spiders got on the board with 2 RBI singles, one from Tyler Wardwell and one from Alex Henwood. In the second inning, it was a 2-2 ball game all the way into the 7th inning, but Ty Duvall smacked in a run when Jordan Wiley, who led things off in the 7th for the Rafters, came in to score after he had hit a single, and then Ty Duvall followed 2 batters later and got an RBI single for himself. So it'll be the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders had a chance to hop in the studio today and talk with Spencer Wagon about the state of the Doc Spiders. We'll tune in and listen to that one coming up right now.
It's 8:20 News Talk 1450 KFIZ. Cloudy and sitting at 63 now here at News Talk 1450. All right, promised you brand new segment. Better late than never starting this up. Of course, Doc Spiders not quite halfway through their season yet, but about a month in, and we're happy to welcome in the voice of the Doc Spiders, Cam McGuire. It's Doc Spiders Live. Is that what we're calling this?
I think that's what we're going with. Yeah, we'll roll with that.
Cool. Sounds good. Doc Spiders Live here, starting it up brand new. Figured we'd bring you in since people are hearing you on the air most nights here on KFIZ, bringing you the Doc Spiders action. We'd bring you in to talk some baseball on Friday mornings.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be here. I'm glad to get this show running. It's been a good season so far for the team. Currently 13-9, tied for 4th in the Northwoods League South Division. The group is really clicking. The guys that we have, we still have a couple guys that are coming in, but for the most part, we have our roster set in stone right now. A couple changes we'll see coming up, but I like the squad we have so far.
Tough loss last night, 3-2 to Wisconsin Rapids. Wisconsin Rapids team that's usually pretty good, always near the top of the standings. Took a step back this year so far, but I think Fondy's tied with them, right? 13-9 this year. 3-2 loss. What was the tail of the tape from last night's game? Yeah,
the Rapids are definitely a good squad last year. I mean, they set the record for wins in the Northwoods League, celebrating their 25th anniversary. They had 52 last year. They won the league the year before. But yeah, last night was a tough loss, 3-2. We kind of got down in a hole early, fell 2-0 quick. We're able to bounce back in the second inning. We picked up 2 RBI singles, one from Alex Henwood, who increased his hit streak to 14 games, and he finished the game 3 for 4 with 3 singles. He's been absolutely lights out so far this season. And then we got another RBI single from a newcomer, Tyler Wardwell, out of Duke University. Played in his second game. He was 2 for 3 in his debut the night before. But yeah, it was a tough loss to swallow. Luckily for us, we get a chance to another crack at them at home tonight against them here tonight.
Wisconsin Rapids, like you said, staying in town tonight. 6:35 start time on a Friday night. What are you looking at for the bounce back game tonight?
I think tonight it'll be this is a Doc Spiders team that the bats have really been hot going into last night's game. They're batting .263, which was good for 3rd in the Northwoods League. Just 7 hits last night. It seems that they can get a lot of success when they get that double digits and hits. I know I talked to hitting coach Ernie a lot, and he says he wants to be right around 300 with the batting average, and they've been doing that. Their 4-game win streak was snapped last night. During that span, they'd been above 300 2 of those times. So I think tonight a good combination between the bats heating up and the pitching leads to a formula for success.
Coming up this weekend, a 2-game series against Kenosha. Is this the first time Fondy's taken on Kenosha this year?
It will be, yep, this weekend away on the road.
What's the story with Kenosha?
Yeah, Kenosha, they've been struggling a bit. They're just 7-15. They're second to last in the Northwoods League South Division, but this league's so competitive you can't sleep on any teams, especially going on the road. Fond du Lac this season on the road, just 5-6. They're 8-3 at home now, and they're going to be coming off 6 straight games at home, so it'll be a kind of a readjustment period for them getting back on the road, so it definitely will be a good series against Kenosha this weekend.
Back to Alex Henwood, you mentioned him. He's an Appleton kid. That's kind of cool. I saw your video interview with him on Facebook. Appleton kid going to Nebraska, kind of an interesting kind of path he took there. But what did you learn about him? What have you learned this season about Henwood? He's just a temporary player, right?
Yeah, Henwood, he's on a temporary contract. What a great kid. He's an all-around. He's very humble. And coming out of high school, he was a sought-out recruit. He was the number 2 shortstop coming out of the state of Wisconsin. Obviously, the Badgers without a baseball team. Henwood knew he wanted to go to a big school in the Big Ten. When Nebraska came calling for him, it was kind of a no-brainer. But, yeah, he's been one of, if not the best player for the Dock Spiders this summer, batting .394. We mentioned that 14-game hit streak. And the thing that really stands out to me during that 14-game hit streak is he has 26 hits during that span, and 8 of them have been multi-hit games. So when he gets the hits, they come in bunches. And for a kid like Alex Henwood, it's great to see the success.
When it comes to pitching, the name we've been hearing so much is Zach Kesterson. But he had that one game as a DH where he was just incredible. I think he went, 3 for 4 in that one game as a DH?
Yeah, Kesterson, he had that game up in Wisconsin Rapids, it was actually, on the road. Up there, it was June 8th, I believe, on that Friday night. They fell, or pardon me, that was June 9th when they came out on top. He went 3 for 4. He had 2 doubles in that one. Here's a kid, though, that coming out of high school, he was recruited as a two-way to Duke, as a pitcher and a position player. So he's no stranger to the on-deck circle. But, yeah, it was great to see Kesterson get a couple hits there, and he's been pitching lights out so far, too, for the Dock Spiders.
That's pretty cool. Next week, you're home pretty much every single day. Except for the doubleheader on Wednesday, a day-night home-away doubleheader against Green Bay. But Kalamazoo coming to town, Green Bay the day-night, and then Battle Creek in town. And then you're making the lovely road trip over to Michigan. Get used to Eastern time, I guess, for a couple days there. But next week, another big series. You mentioned 8-3 at home, so hopefully, you can Dock Spiders can improve their record going into this nice homestand you've had here.
Yeah, so like we said, we'll head to Kenosha this weekend, and then we'll come back home where we'll have five home games next week. And then you mentioned that doubleheader sandwich right in there on Wednesday. The Green Bay game will be in the morning, 11:35 at home, and then we'll head up there at 7:05. We saw Green Bay last weekend twice. We shut them out both times. They're definitely not a team that you can sleep on either. And then these Michigan teams that we'll see not only this next week at home, but then we'll see them as we head to Michigan starting next weekend and then heading into the early first week of July. But we haven't seen Kalamazoo yet. They are really hot. They're 17-6. They're on a 9-game win streak. They're 9-1 in their last 10 games. They have a great roster over there in Kalamazoo. Battle Creek, we've seen them twice here at home now. We split with them 1-1, and they're definitely a team that, they started off the season a little slow for this Battle Creek Bombers team, but they've started to pick it up recently in these last 10 games where they're 6-4. So it should be a good test for the Dock Spiders coming up here.
I know Battle Creek, they were in the league championship last year, weren't they, against St. Cloud?
Yeah, they were. They come back. They have a couple familiar faces back in the lineup. But for this Battle Creek team, they're a solid team. They're just 9-13 on the season, but we touched on it earlier. You can't sleep on any team in this league, and if you get caught sleeping, you're going to end up on the losing end.
All right, Cam, that's all the time we got for this week, but thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next Friday, all right?
All right, Spencer, thanks so much, and I look forward to the rest of the summer joining you on the show.
Sounds good. Cam McGuire, that's Dock Spiders Live here on KFIZ, our new weekly segment. We'll talk every Friday morning with Cam about what's going on in the world of Dock Spiders baseball. Tonight's game online only 6:35 against the Wisconsin Rapids. Rafters back on the air tomorrow night here on KFIZ. It's 8:27. The Dock Spiders baseball season is underway, and your home for all the action is News Talk 1450 KFIZ and KFIZ.com. Catch select games on the air on KFIZ and all games streaming live online at KFIZ.com. Cam McGuire is the voice of Dock Spiders baseball, and he brings you all the action from Herb Baker Field and stadiums throughout the Northwoods League. Dock Spiders baseball on KFIZ is brought to you by Taco Bell. Locations on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac. AirTech Heating in Fond du Lac and in Ripon. At Cornelius of Wisconsin, with 3 convenient locations to serve you.
Now, more Fond du Lac Dock Spiders baseball on News Talk 1450 KFIZ. Here is your play-by-play voice, Cam McGuire.
We're just moments away here from the first pitch at Herb Baker Field, where it will be the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders and the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters for the second straight night. As we mentioned earlier, the Rafters got the better end of the Dock Spiders last night, and they hold the 2-1 series lead over the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. Leading things off will be Brody Wofford. He'll be in right field. He did not play last night. Batting second will be Ethan Stringer out of Louisville. He'll be in left field. He was 0 for 5 last night. He's just 3 of 17 in his last 6 games. Batting in the third spot, it's Ty Duvall, who is red hot for this Rafters team. And for Duvall, he's only been here for 4 games now. He'll catch the balls and strikes after DHing last night out of Vanderbilt. Jack Thomas Wold, he'll bat in the 4 spot. He was 2 for 4 last night with 2 RBI. He'll be at first base out of UNLV. Jake Dunham will bat 5th. He wears number 6 out of Indiana. He will DH tonight after catching last night. He was 0 for 4 last night. Ian Fair, he was 1 for 4 last night. He'll bat 6th here, the second baseman, number 13 out of Northeastern. And then Peyton Robertson, he'll be back in the lineup. Did not play last night. He'll be at third base. He'll bat 7th. And for Peyton Robertson, he comes from Lamar University, and he'll attend Louisiana State Shreveport next season. Brett Fear, who is not in the lineup as well, he'll bat 8th tonight. He wears number 16. He'll be in center field. Fear out of SIU Edwardsville. And to round things off, it'll be Jordan Wiley in the 9th spot. Wiley was 2 for 4 last night with 1 run. He had a leadoff single in the 7th inning and then was batted home by Ty Duvall for the winning run. He will be at shortstop again here tonight. Jordan Wiley out of Kalamazoo College. And for your home squad, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, to lead things off, it'll be the center fielder out of Southern Illinois. It'll be Brad Hudson. And in the second spot, it'll be Chris Sayers. The right fielder out of Indiana State, Troy Black, who did not play last night. He will DH tonight for the Dock Spiders. Alex Arrow will bat cleanup. He was 1 for 4 last night. The Northwestern Wildcat will be at second base in the 5th spot. Back in his usual spot over there at first, Cole Zabowski out of Ole Miss. He was 1 for 4 last night. Tyler Wardwell out of Duke University in his second game last night. He will play third base tonight. He was 1 for 3 last night after a 2 for 3 performance in his debut as a Dock Spider the night before. And for Wardwell, he was at third last night as well. This will be his 3rd game tonight. He played short in his first one. Jack Wassel, the Minnesota Golden Gopher, he did not play last night. He'll be in left field, and he will bat 7th. Duncan Hewitt, who went 0 for 3 last night but had a great throw over to first late in the game there to throw out the base or the hitter for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. He will catch the balls and strikes for the 2nd night in a row. He'll bat 8th out of Butler University. And then to round things out, it will be Jacob Adams, the shortstop out of Ole Miss. He did not play last night either, so we'll take a quick break here, and then we'll come back with the national anthem and take a look at tonight's starting pitchers.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats. Please join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Anna Schuttenhelm.
Oh, say, can you see guided arms early light? What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, who brought bright and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, fans, please direct your attention to the field where Danielle is ready to announce today's Play Ball Kid.
That's right, we are down here with Aaron today as our playoff kid. We're going to kind of bring you a picture.
And welcome back inside Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ here at the ballpark at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders just moments away here from the first pitch in the fourth meeting of the season. We went over the starting lineups with you just a moment ago. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers tonight for the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. It'll be John Young, who just finished his sophomore season at Indiana Wesleyan University. He's started 4 games this season. He's appeared in 5, has not given up an earned run yet in 20 2/3 innings, and has dished out 14 strikeouts, has given up just 6 hits, and has given up only 6 walks, and he's only given up 15 hits for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. It'll be Garrett Stroh, and Stroh comes from Purdue University, where he just finished his junior season out of Kearney, Nebraska. He's had 2 starts this season. He's pitched 11 innings. He's dished out 13 strikeouts. He's allowed just 4 walks and 6 hits on 45 batters. His last start came June 16th at at Wisconsin Rapids against Kenosha in a 4-3 win over the Kingfish. So it's the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders, who are 13-9 on the season, against the Wisconsin Rafters, who are also 13-9. In a tie for 3rd place in the Northwoods League South Division. So the winner of tonight's game will move into outright 3rd place in the South Division. So we'll see the leadoff hitter here for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, Brody Wofford, who did not play last night. He's slotted into right field here tonight, just finished his junior campaign at Central Florida. So we'll see what Brody Wofford can do, as John Young will throw the balls and strikes to Duncan Hewitt behind the plate. And the first pitch of the night is underway. That fastball looked at for ball 1, as it's on the inside corner, knee high. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Brody Wofford, number 8, who's a .333 hitter for the Rafters. Here's the 1-0. Fastball looked at again for a ball on the inside corner, just about knee high again. So 2 quick balls to Brody Wofford here in the top of the first inning from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Young kicks and deals. Fastball lifted, hard foul down the right field side. That one had the distance, but not quite the direction. So Brody Wofford is leading things off here in the top of the first between the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. The Rafters in that 3-2 win last night against the Doc Spiders, they were just 2 for 9 in the leadoff position. Brody Wofford batting .500 as a leadoff hitter this season. Here comes the 2-1. That one lifted, foul again down the right field side. So it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Fond du Lac Doc Spiders in their home white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms. Doc Spiders written across the chest in outline in tan lettering, navy blue ball caps. And Young the 2-2. That one tipped back foul into the backstop, so we'll reset and do it again. The Doc Spiders numbers and names on the back outlined in blue for the Rafters. They're in their maroon tops, their gray bottoms, with the letters on the back outlined in tan. No names on the back of the jerseys. Young the 2-2 offering. That one swung on foul again into the backstop, so we'll do it again. Rafters across the chest outlined in tan. They've got numbers on the front and the back. The numbers on the front are on the left side of the stomach. So it's Wofford, a 2-2 pitch, no outs, top of the first. Young kicks and deals. That one looked at for strike 3 as it just misses on the outside corner. So the count pushes full to Brody Wofford. 6'2", 198 pounds from the left side. Young rocks and fires. Fastball misses on the outside corner. So Wofford leads things off, and he gets a walk for the Rapids Rafters. And it was a first inning last night for the Rafters. They grabbed 2 runs. They had 2 hits and also were given 2 walks. They grabbed that 2-0 early lead in the ball game. So 1 batter seen. It's 1 walk from John Young as Wofford stands on first here in the top of the first inning from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you tuning in here tonight. So it's Ethan Stringer from the right side. Young sets at the letters. Now the big windup and throws. Fastball looked at for ball 1 as it misses on the outside corner just below the belt. To the Louisville Cardinal, Ethan Stringer, 6 foot, 195 pounds. And for Stringer, he's making his 11th appearance for the Rafters this season as a start. Swings the all-tan bat, squared stance. Here comes the 1-0. That one lifted back foul into the netting. So the count will push to 1 ball and 1 strike. Ethan Stringer was 0 for 5 last night in the 3-2 win. He's just 3 of 17 in his last 6 games played. He's a .222 hitter on the season with 6 hits and 27 at-bats. So Stringer from the right side. 1 base runner on first. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Young with the pickoff back to first, but sliding back in time is Wofford. So Young dealing out of Indiana Wesleyan. He's been excellent this season for the Dock Spiders. Now the 1-1. That one grounded there to short. Adams fields it. This one, the relay to first. Is it in time? And Arrow will hold on to it, so they get the easy out at second. So Stringer will advance to first on the fielder's choice after Wofford is thrown out at second. So a easy grounder fielded there from Adams, who had to just take 3 steps in front of him and field on the 2-hopper. So it throws out Wofford at second. Now it brings up Ty Duvall, the Vanderbilt product, who was 2 for 3 last night with an RBI in the 7th inning when he batted in. Jordan Wiley for the winning run. He also reached on 2 walks. Young winds and fires. That one taken for ball 1 on the inside corner as Duvall has to move out of the way as it misses knee high. So 1 ball, no strikes to Ty Duvall in his 4th game as a Rafter. He's 7 of 11 this season with 6 RBI. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out. Young kicks and deals. That fastball runs on the outside corner high for ball 2 as it's looked at by Duvall. So 2 balls, no strikes to Ty Duvall as Stringer stands on first after reaching on a fielder's choice. Young checks back to first, now drops his hands in motion, and the delivery. Fastball misses again on the outside corner. Just let her high to Duvall, so Duvall with a good eye here in this at-bat as he takes 3 straight balls from John Young. 1 out on the top of the first, no score between the Rafters and the Dock Spiders. Young kicks and throws. That fastball runs way high on the outside corner, so it's a 4-pitch walk to Ty Duvall. Ethan Stringer will advance to second, and Duvall gets to first. So John Young, who's been excellent this season for the Dock Spiders, he's allowed 2 walks now in the first 3 batters he faced. And for John Young, we read you his stat line in the pregame show. We'll go over it again here. 20 2/3 innings pitched. This is his 4th start, his 5th appearance. He's given out 14 strikeouts, just allowed 6 walks and 15 hits, no earned runs. So Jack Thomas Wold will step in from the left side with runners on first and second. Young, the pitch. That one taken for ball 1, misses low on the inside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes to the UNLV Rebel. Jack Thomas Wold, who was 2 for 4 last night with a 2 RBI base hit in the 1st inning, which sent home Mitch Malik and Ty Duvall for the early 2-0 lead. So it's a 1-0 count, 1 out. Base runners on first and second. Young looks back to second, sets and throws. That one looked at for a strike on the outside corner. The fastball about belt high to Jack Thomas Wold, who stands from that left side, 5'10", 205 pounds. Swings the all-tan barrel, no batting gloves for the Henderson, Nevada product. He's got the shin guard on the right shin. So he steps back in, grinds the all-black cleats into the dirt. One's hot across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now the offering. That one lifted hard into right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Now rounding third is going to be Stringer. Stringer's going to come in to score. Duvall advances to third, so it's an RBI single from Jack Thomas Wold here early in the 1st inning. So the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders in a little bit of a jam. They were last night, too. They gave up 2 runs in the 1st inning, and there's just 1 out with base runners on the corners, and for Jack Thomas Wold, he continues his hot streak. He picks up his 28th hit of the season and his team-leading 15th RBI. So now Jake Dunham with runners on the corner, just 1 out, as Duvall advanced to third and Stringer came in to score. Young kicks and throws. Fastball misses on the inside corner, letter high to Dunham. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jake Dunham. John Young already at 18 pitches. The ruling in the Northwoods League, if you pitch more than 35 pitches in an inning, you can't come back in the rest of the game. We saw that happen the other night to Connor Cook, number 14 for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders out of UW La Crosse on June 20th against the Wisconsin Woodchucks in that 6-4 win. He reached the pitch limit in the first inning and essentially was only allowed to pitch the first inning for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. He gave up 2 hits, 2 walks, and faced 8 batters. Cook did. So Drew Tumblety comes out to the mound, the pitching coach for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, who just finished his college career at St. Leo University down in Florida. Now he'll exit back to the Fond du Lac dugout as Young will stay on the mound. So it's a 1-0 count now to Jake Dunham, who was 0 for 4 last night, had a 6-game hit streak snapped. Young kicks and throws. Fastball lifted, foul down the first base side, up and out of play. Over the stands here at Harebaker Field, where the field dimensions are 320 down the left and right side, 370 into the left and right gaps, and 400 down dead center, where that 400 marker is right in front of the American flag out there in center field. So it's a 1-1 count, 1 out. Rafters lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. Runners on the corner. Young kicks and throws. Fastball, and that one chopped foul down the third base side. So it'll be a 1-2 count now to number 6, Jake Dunham, who caught the balls and strikes last night, but he's DHing tonight out of Northern Illinois University. He's 6 foot, 189 pounds. Started in 55 games for the Huskies this season. He bats from the right side with the all-tan barrel, the gray Nike cleats, and the white and maroon batting gloves, the squared stance. Here's the 1-2. That one lifted into the infield, but right underneath this one is going to be Alex Arrow down the first base line, who actually has to come over a little bit and make the grab for the second out. So Jake Dunham will fly out into an F6 for those of you keeping score at home with us. And now there are 2 outs with base runners on the corners, and it brings up Ian Fair, who's batting in the 6th spot. Fair wears number 13 for the Rafters out of Northeastern from the right side. Maroon socks about knee-high, slightly open stance to pitch. That one swung on there to Adams at short. Adams will take it himself to the second base bag for the 3rd out of the inning. So for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, they pick up 1 run off of just 1 hit. No Fond du Lac errors, and the Rafters leave 2 on base. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Hi, I'm Tiara. Stop down to check out this month's specials at Corneli's on Prairie Road in Fond du Lac,
where you'll find Nature's Crystal 24 packs of water, just $2.99. 28-ounce Gatorade, assorted flavors, 2 for $3. And Nature's Crystal 20-ounce Sport Cap water, 69 cents or 2 for $1. All at the Corneli's on Johnson Street and Prairie Road in Fond du Lac.
Shop local, shop Corneli's.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice, Horicon Bank.
The Fond du Lac tradition continues since 1969. Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city. The same great tasting pizza, delivery 7 days a week from 11 until close. Fabulous Bob's Take and Bake Carryout Deal. Buy one, get one free. Frozen and wholesale pizzas. Do I need to say more? 25 East Merrill Avenue, 922-6505. Like them on Facebook at Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ, where Fond du Lac trails 1-0. We head into the bottom of the first inning. It was a RBI single from Jack Thomas Wold in the first for the Rafters, and that's how we're At 1-0 here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We'll see the top of the order up for the Dock Spiders: Brad Hudson, Chris Ayers, and Troy Black. So Garrett Stroh on the mound. The first pitch of the night from him, the southpaw fastball taken for ball one on the inside corner, just below the knees. So 1 ball, no strike to Brad Hudson out of Southern Illinois, who was 0 for 3 last night. Here comes the 1-0. That fastball looked at for a strike on the inside corner, knee high to number 1, Brad Hudson for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, who's batting .324 this season in his 23rd game, his 20 start. Here's the pitch. That one lifted into right field, a couple steps over, moving to his left towards the line. Is it going to stay fair? It does. So it's a leadoff single for Brad Hudson as Brody Wofford from left field got flat-footed as he thought it was going to come to him, and then had to quickly try and get it as it landed a couple feet to the left of the to the right of the first base line from the vantage point out in the outfield. So it's a leadoff single from Brad Hudson against the southpaw Garrett Stroh out of Purdue University, making his 3rd start of the season. Now it's Chris Ayers from the left side. Stroh sets at the letters, and the pickoff back to first is not in time as Hudson slides back in plenty of time. So it's Chris Ayers, who was 0 for 7 against the Rafters, was 0 for 4 last night. The right fielder from Indiana State swings the all-black barrel, open stance. Stroh kicks and deals. Fastball looked at for ball 1 as it misses low on the outside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes to Chris Ayers, number 10, who's a .303 hitter this season for Fond du Lac, making his 19th appearance, his 18th start. He has 20 hits. So a 1-0 count to Ayers. 1 base runner on first, no outs in the bottom of the first. Stroh winds and throws. Fastball looked at for ball 2 on the outside corner as Duvall, the catcher, has to come off his knees to make the grab. So now it's a 2-0 count to the Indiana State product, Chris Ayers. Stroh sets at the letters. Now the pitch. Fastball lifted into left center field as the center fielder there, Brett Fear, makes the grab. The left-handed thrower makes the grab on from his right side, running over about 10 steps. So Ayers flies out to center field in F8 for those of you keeping score. That's home here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And now it brings up the designated hitter, Troy Black. So it'll be the Kentucky Wildcat versus the Purdue Boilermaker. Troy Black on a 9-game hit streak coming into this game. 12 of his last 34. Now the pitch. The pickoff back to first. Hudson is back in time. So Black stands from the right side, swings the all-black barrel. Shin guard on the right shin. Stroh kicks and deals. That one looked at for a strike over the plate, belt high. The fastball to Troy Black, who did not play last night, but for Black, he's batting .245 on the season, his 17th start of the year. He has 9 RBI. He's playing third base tonight. Here comes the 0-1, but the pickoff back to first is not in time, so the southpaw trying to get Hudson in a pickle here. We saw Jake Cook, the starter last night, try to go back for the pickoff a handful of times, I would guess double digits. Stroh, the 0-1. That breaking ball misses, gets back into the backstop, so Hudson will advance to second. We'll see how they rule that one. And it will be a wild pitch to Garrett Stroh, who comes from Purdue University. We're at a 4.93 ERA this season, made 16 starts for the Boilermakers, pitched 69 in a third inning, allowed 75 hits, 44 walks, and dished out 33 strikeouts. So getting his third start on the mound. Here's the 1-1. Black lifts that one foul down the right field side and up and out of play. So it'll be a 1-2 count now to the Kentucky Wildcat, Troy Black, who comes from Dayton, Ohio. With Hudson on second, Hudson takes about a 6-step lead off the second base bag as he led things off here with a base hit, then reached to second on the wild pitch. Here in the bottom of the first inning, the Rafters lead 1-0, 1 out. It's a 1-2 count now to Black. Stroh sets at the letters, now the pitch. That breaking ball looked at for ball 2 as it misses low on the outside corner. So it's a 2-2 count now to number 8, Troy Black. Black 6'2", 230 pounds. Stroh gets the sign from Duvall, checks back to second once, now twice, now the offering. Black grounds that one into the shortstop there. Ian Fair just behind second, and the throw to first is in time. So Hudson advances to third. Black grounds out for the second out. So Alex Arrow will try to keep the ball game alive, or keep the bottom of the first inning alive for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, who were 4 of 13 last night with runners on base. It's Arrow, the second baseman, out of Northwestern. He'll step in from the right side. Hudson takes the lead off third. Now the pitch. That one way inside high. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Arrow, who for the Northwestern Wildcats this season made 49 starts. Arrow appearing in his 9th game as a Dock Spider. The pitch, that one lifted into right center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Hudson comes in to score. Arrow rounds first, and Arrow will calmly walk into second there. So we saw the right fielder, Brody Wofford, had to move over to his right, the right-handed catcher, and slide, but was unable to make the grab. So it's a 2-out RBI single from Alex Arrow, and we're now notched at 1 apiece as Hudson comes in to score. So Alex Arrow getting it done with 2 outs there. As it brings up Cole Zabowski now from the left side with 2 outs, a runner on second. Stroh sets and deals. That breaking ball looked at for ball 1 as it misses low on the inside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes. And for Alex Arrow, it's now his 3rd RBI of the season with runners on base. He's batting .278 as he gets the 2-out base hit. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one spikes the dirt low on the inside corner. So it's looked at by Zabowski for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to big Cole Zabowski. 6'5", 230 pounds. He was 1 for 4 last night in the 3-2 loss to the Rafters. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Stroh looks back to second. Now the offering. Fastball, that one grounded into the first baseman Jack Thomas Wold, who makes the throw over to first as Stroh came rushing back to the first base bag. So what a play there from Jack Thomas Wold at first. But the Dock Spiders, they pick up 1 run off of 2 hits, no Rafters errors, and 1 runner left aboard for Fond du Lac. We head into the top of the second inning with a ball game tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Silica is your one-stop shop for electronics, appliances.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball. We head into the top of the second inning. The score 1 apiece here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We'll see batters 7, 8, and 9 up for the Rafters. Young, the pitch on its way. Fastball looked at for a strike on the outside corner. Knee high to Peyton Robertson. So no balls, 1 strike to the third baseman, Peyton Robertson. The pitch. That one looked at for ball 1 as it misses low in the dirt on the outside corner. So it'll be a 1-1 count now to Peyton Robertson, who wears number 0 for the Rafters, bats from the right side. Young, the pitch. That one lifted there into the shortstop's glove of Adams. 2 steps to his left and makes the throw over to first, and it's in time. So Peyton Robertson leads things off here in the second inning and grounds out into the shortstop, Jacob Adams, for the 6-3 putout. For those of you keeping score at home, Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you listening here tonight, wherever you may be. And now it brings up number 16, Brett Fear, who is the center fielder. Young sets at the letters, the pitch. That one lifted, foul hard down the first base side, up over the stands and out of play. So no balls and 1 strike to number 16 for the Rafters. Brett Fear out of SIU Edwardsville did not play last night in the 3-2 win. 6'2", 204 pounds. Squared stance, all-tan barrel. The 0-1. That one grounded up the middle, and it's going to split the 6-4 hole for a base hit from Brett Fear. So Brett Fear, the second hitter here in the second inning, picks up a base hit. And for Brett Fear, he now picks up his 12th hit the season. So we go to the bottom of the order with 1 base runner on, 1 out. In the top of the second inning, tied at 1 apiece between the Dock Spiders and the Rafters. It brings up Jordan Wiley, the Kalamazoo College product, from the right side, the shortstop for the Rafters. Has those maroon socks about knee-high, swings the all-tan barrel. Arm sleeve on the right arm. Was 2 for 4 last night. Now the offering shows bunt, then pulls back. That one misses high in the outside corner for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to number 7, Jordan Wiley, who's batting .238 this season. He has 5 hits. 2 of them came last night. He's making his 11th appearance this season as a start. 1 ball, no strikes. Young kicks and throws. Fastball misses on the inside corner, taken belt high by Wiley. So 2 quick balls, no strikes to Jordan Wiley out of Kalamazoo College, as Brett Fear stands on first base after a base hit. Now takes about a 3-step lead off the first base bag. Young kicks and deals. Fastball misses on the inside corner as Wiley looks at that one. So 3 quick balls, no strikes to number 7, Jordan Wiley. 1 out here in the top of the second, score tied at 1 apiece. Young sets and throws. That misses way outside, so Wiley will take his free walk to first. Fear will advance to second, and now for John Young, he's thrown 31 pitches tonight already, 16 of which have been balls, and he's given out 4 walks. So we go back to the top of the order where we find number 8, Brody Wofford, the Central Florida product, who was walked to start this game earlier from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 70 degrees and sunny, winds coming about 13 miles per hour from the northeast. So base runners on first and second. Young looks back to second, now deals. That one looked at for ball 1 as it misses shin high on the inside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brody Wofford, the right fielder. 6'2", 298 pounds, as we'll see a mound visit here from Duncan Hewitt out to John Young at the mound. As Brody Wofford, who wears number 8 for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, he's a .333 hitter this season, making his 13th start, his 13th appearance. He has 14 hits on the season, the left-handed hitter. Brody Wofford, who has a runner on first and second, just 1 out. Young kicks and throws. Fastball misses on the inside corner low, so 2 quick balls, no strikes to Brody Wofford. After it was a 4-pitch walk to Jordan Wiley, who stands on first. Brett Fear on second after a single. Young looks over to get the sign from Hewitt. Young rocks and deals. Fastball in there for a strike on the outside corner, about knee-high, looked at from Brody Wofford. So Brody Wofford hitting .143 this season with runners in scoring position. He has a runner on first and second. It's a 2-1 count, 1 out. Young the pitch. That one lifted into right field. Ayers is going to make 4 steps to his right and makes the grab head high as Brett Fair will tag at second, and then advance over to third. So it's an F7 to Brody Wofford, and now there are 2 outs with base runners on the corners. And it brings up Ethan Stringer, who has the 1 run for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters after he reached on a fielder's choice and then was batted home from second because he then reached on a wild pitch. He was batted home from Jack Thomas Wold, who picked up the RBI single in the cleanup spot. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. Young, the pickoff back to first, but sliding back in time is Wiley. So Ethan Stringer, the Louisville Cardinal, where he played 44 games this season, made 25 starts for a team that went 45 and 19. He stands from the right side. Young kicks and deals. Fastball lifted, fouled on the first base side, up and out of play. So no balls and 1 strike to Ethan Stringer, the left fielder for Louisville, or pardon me, at Louisville during the collegiate season, a Rafter during the summer. He swings the all-tan barrel. No batting gloves for Stringer. Squared stance. Now the 0-1. That fastball in there for a strike, looked at by Stringer on the outside corner, knee high. So Young is quickly up on strikes here to Ethan Stringer. This is a Rafters team that left the bases loaded twice last night. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Young kicks and throws. That one swung on and fouled back to the right of home plate, so we'll reset and do it all again to Ethan Stringer, who's a .333 hitter with runners in scoring position, this being his 10th at-bat. He has 4 RBI. Young leans over to get the sign from Hewitt. Now he gets it. Sets at the letters. Now the pitch. That one, big swing and a miss there from Stringer as Hewitt drops the ball, then picks it up and just tags Stringer right on the chest. So for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, they pick up no runs. They pick up 1 hit, no Fond du Lac errors, and the Rafters leave 2 aboard. We'll head on the bottom of the 2nd inning, tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
You dream of breakfast like Mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried eggshell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried eggshell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stop in to open your Doc Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Doc Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We head in the bottom of the 2nd inning, tied at 1 apiece. We'll see batters 6, 7, and 8 due up. The pitch, Wardwell lifts that one foul down the right side, up and into about the 5th row of stands. So it'll be no balls and 1 strike. Garrett Stroh on the mound dealing for the Rafters. He sets and deals. That fastball grounded, foul down the 3rd base side. So Stroh is quickly up on strikes here to the Duke Blue Devil, Tyler Wardwell, who went 1 for 3 last night in the 3-2 loss. Wardwell making his 3rd start of the season for the Doc Spiders. He has 3 hits on the season, 1 RBI, and 2 walks. We'll see what he can do here, leading things off in the 2nd. An 0-2 count. Stroh kicks and deals. Breaking ball taken for ball 1 high on the inside corner. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike to Tyler Wardwell. So Fond du Lac 1 for 1 leading it off tonight. Brad Hudson led it off in the first. We'll see what Wardwell can do. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one lifted into left center field. Wiley's rushing back, and from left field able to make the grabs Ethan Stringer. So there was 3 players running. It was a sort of a triangle formation as Wiley was running from short, Brett Fear was running from center, and Ethan Stringer, who made the grab down on one knee from left field, makes the first out. It's an F7 to Tyler Wardwell in his first at-bat of the night. Now it brings up Jack Wassel with 1 out in the bottom of the second, 1-1 score. Wassel from the left side. Stroh kicks and deals. Breaking ball hovers over the plate. Looked at for a strike from Wassel. So no balls, 1 strike to Jack Wassel, who's playing left field tonight for the Dock Spiders. Stroh sets and throws. Fastball grounded, 1 hop, 2 hop to Wiley. Oh, it takes a weird bounce and it gets by him. So Wassel's going to advance there on a base hit. Jack Wassel, that one took 1 hop in the infield grass and then 1 hop right in front of Wiley, who had 2 steps over to his left from short and just absolutely took the most obscene bounce and bounced into the outfield. So it'll be a base hit to Jack Wassel, the Minnesota Gopher. And for Jack Wassel, it's his 4th game, and he picks up his 4th hit of the season for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. We go to the A spot, where we find Duncan Hewitt, who's catching the balls and strikes tonight out of Butler. 1 base runner on, 1 out. Stroh winds and fires, but he'll go back for the pickoff to first. So Duncan Hewitt, who's catching tonight, wears number 31 for the Dock Spiders in his 15th game, batting .216 on the season. Stroh hears as he goes back for the pickoff again to first. We've seen Stroh do this a numerous amount of times already here in the bottom of the second inning. We touched on it earlier in the first. Jake Cook did the same thing on the mound for the Rafters last night. Stroh, the southpaw, sets and deals. Fastball lifted on the third base side, but it's ruled foul, as it's just a couple inches foul off the line. So no balls and 1 strike to Duncan Hewitt, who's just 2 of 10 against the Rafters this season. Hewitt has 11 hits on the season and 51 at-bats. The Butler Bulldog just finished his sophomore campaign, stands from the right side, squared stance, all black barrel. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss there from Hewitt. So Stroh quickly up on strikes here to Duncan Hewitt, 6'2", 200 pounds. Made 30 starts this season for the Bulldogs and 42 appearances. Wassel takes about a 4-step lead off the first base bag. Stroh checks back to first, now deals the 0-2. Breaking ball looked at for ball 1 as it's on the inside corner just below the belt. So a good eye from the Indianapolis, Indiana native, Duncan Hewitt. So Stroh sets at the letters. The southpaw looks back to first, now offers. That one lifted hard into left field. It's got a lot of height. Does it have the distance? It's back. It's back. Oh, baby. What a grab there on the warning track. That one was nuked into left field, but Ethan Stringer makes the grab on the warning track as he hops into the quad graphic sign. That one I thought had video board written all over it over there in left field. So it'll be a fly out to left field for the Dock Spiders for the 2nd time this inning. Now there's 2 outs with a base runner on first here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. It's a 1-1 game. Adams, now the 9th hitter, stands from the left side. The pitch. Adams showed bunt at first, then pulled back. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jacob Adams as the fastball missed on the outside corner. Adams, the Ole Miss Rebel, in his 7th game for the Dock Spiders this season. Here comes the 1-0. Wassel's going to steal over to second. This one is lifted into center field. It drops for a base hit. Wassel rounds to third, so Jacob Adams with the 2-out base hit. Wassel is able to make it all the way over to third. So Adams picks up the 2-out single and is now 1 for 1. We go back to the top of the order where we find Brad Hudson out of Southern Illinois, who's already 1 for 1 on the night. A special thank you to tonight's feed, the team sponsor, Marco's Pizza. Say hello to an authentic Italian pizza and say goodbye to good enough Stop in at Marcos today at 30 East Johnson Street or visit marcos.com. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for Hudson. Stroh kicks and deals. That fastball looked at for strike number 1 as it hovers over the plate knee high to the Southern Illinois product, Brad Hudson. No balls, 1 strike, a .324 hitter from the right side. Stroh sets in his gloves, now deals. Fastball misses low over the plate, but it's looked at for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Brad Hudson, who has runners on first and third. And for Brad Hudson, he's batting .429 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on, grounded to the third baseman there, Robertson, who throws over to second in time for the easy out. So the Dock Spiders pick up no runs. Fond du Lac picks up 2 hits, no Rafters errors, and for the Dock Spiders, they leave 2 on base. We'll head into the top of the 3rd inning, tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Take News Talk 1450 KFIZ wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app. Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We head into the top of the 3rd inning, where it's tied 1-1 between the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. We'll see batters 3, 4, and 5. Up for the Rafters, it's Duvall from the left side. The pitch, fastball looked at for a strike on the outside corner, just below the belt. So no balls, 1 strike to the catcher, Ty Duvall, who has 1 at-bat tonight. He reached on a walk back in the 1st. Here comes the 0-1 offering. That one, big swing and a miss there from Duvall as Young got him swinging on the fastball in the inside corner. So no balls, 2 strikes to number 3, Ty Duvall, who has 7 hits and 11 at-bats this season for the Rafters. Young sets at the letters, now deals. That one, big swing and a miss there from Duvall as Young gets his 2nd strikeout of the night, and that's not an easy strikeout to a big hitter for the Rafters. We'll see Jack Thomas Wold now try to get something going for the Rafters. He had the RBI single back in the 1st inning when Ethan Stringer came in to score, who reached on a fielder's choice. So it's Jack Thomas Wold batting cleanup for the Rafters here tonight from the left side. Young kicks off the rubber and deals. Fastball runs for ball 1 on the outside corner, looked at about knee high. So 1 ball, no strikes to the UNLV Rebel, Jack Thomas Wold, who, as we mentioned, is 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the 1st inning. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out. Young kicks and throws. Fastball misses low on the inside corner. So 2 quick balls, no strikes to Jack Thomas Wold here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you tuning in here on this Friday night in Fond du Lac. Young, the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, that one skied into the edge of the infield, and from third, Warwell makes the grab about head high. So 2 quick outs for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. John Young has already thrown out 44 pitches. He faced 6 batters in the 1st inning, and then he faced 5 in the 2nd. He will look to retire the side here in the third as Jake Dunham will come up to bat for the Rafters. Dunham is 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to short in the first. Dunham, the right-handed hitter, wears number 6 for the Rafters out of NIU. The pitch, that one hovers over the strike zone. The fastball's in there for strike number 1. The Northern Illinois product, Jake Dunham, hails from Plainfield, Illinois, just finished his sophomore season for the Huskies. The 0-1 offering. That breaking ball misses on the outside corner, so a good eye there from Jake Dunham as the count stands at 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, no runners on in the top of the third, a 1-1 ball game. Young rocks and deals. Fastball. That one looked at for a strike as the home plate umpire, Jordan Peterson, signals to the right of us here, to the Rafters dugout. So it's a 1-2 count. Young sets at the letters. Now the big windup and throws. Fastball. That one grounded foul down the third base side, so we'll reset and do it all again to Jake Dunham, number 6. He's batting .318 this season for the Rafters. He's in his 23rd game, his 22nd start. He's had 21 hits on the year, trying to keep the inning alive here. It's a 1-2 count, 2 outs in the top of the third. Young kicks and throws. That one spikes the dirt about a couple feet below, in front of home plate. It hits Hewitt on him. Looks to be the right shoulder. Hewitt's down on one knee as he rips his mask off, grabs it, and gets back up. He's now on both knees, just taking his time here. Looks to be okay as he throws the mask back on. So Hewitt is all right as the count pushes to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. So Dunham will kick his cleats from the right side. He swings the all-tan barrel, white and maroon batting glove, squared stance, those all-gray Nike cleats. Here's the pitch. That one fastball. It's grounded there to short to Adams. 2 steps to his left and makes the throw over to first in time. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. No Rafters runs, hits, no Fond du Lac errors, and no one left on base. We'll head into the bottom of the third inning, tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Wake, you dream of breakfast like mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried egg shell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried egg shell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball. We head into the bottom of the third frame here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's 1-1 between the Dock Spiders and the Rafters. We'll see batters 2, 3, and 4 up for Fond du Lac. It's Chris Ayers to lead things off. Garrett Stroh on the mound for the Rafters. He kicks and deals. That fastball misses high on the outside corner, so a good eye there from Chris Ayers. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to the Indiana State product, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Stroh steps off the rubber and deals. Fastball lifted hard into left center field. The center fielder, Brett Fears, rushing back, and he's able to make the grab just a couple feet in front of the warning track over there in left center field, in between the Agnesia and Health sign and the Summit Automotive. So it's the second time tonight that we've seen very solid contact from the Dock Spiders bats as Hewitt launched one into left field that dropped into the glove of left fielder Ethan Stringer over in left field. And now it brings up Troy Black with one out in the bottom of the third. Stroh kicks and deals. That one lined through the 6-4 hole. Oh, what a play there from Wiley, who makes the grab. So I spoke too soon, as Wiley, the speedster, was able to advance over, get it off the two-hopper, and Troy Black is thrown out at first. So 2 quick outs for the Rafters. The first, a fly ball to left center field, and then that grounder with that magnificent play from Jordan Wiley over there at short, and it brings up Alex Arrow, the switch hitter, who will bat from the right side against the southpaw Garrett Stroh. Arrow is 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first, which sent Hudson home. Here's the pitch. That fastball taken upstairs high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to the Northwestern Wildcats. Alex Arrow, so it's a Big Ten matchup here. Garrett Stroh out of Purdue, Arrow out of Northwestern, the 1-0. Fastball looked at for a strike as it clips the strike zone on the inside corner, knee high. So the count pushes to 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. In the bottom of the third inning, 2 outs, no one on. Stroh steps off the rubber and deals. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the first base side, up and out of play. So it's a 1-2 count now to Alex Arrow, who is 0 for 4 against left-handed pitchers this season. We mentioned Arrow, the switch hitter out of Northwestern. A 258 hitter. Here comes the 1-2. That one lifted back foul up into the netting behind home plate. So we'll reset and do it all again to number 3, Alex Arrow, who just finished his sophomore season at Northwestern. So Stroh sets the ball in his glove, now kicks and throws. That one back again into the backstop foul. So we'll reset and do it all again. To the Miami, Florida product, Alex Arrow, who wears number 3 for the Dock Spiders. He's played in 9 games this season. He's made 8 starts, this one being his 8th tonight. So it's a 1-2 count to Arrow. 2 outs in the bottom of the third, no one on. Stroh kicks and throws. That one grounded there down the third base side, and it's ruled foul as it just reaches the third base bag, as the third baseman Peyton Robertson was a couple steps behind the bag to make the backhand grab, but it was foul. So we'll see now for the third straight time a 1-2 count to Alex Arrow, who trots back from first base. So the switch hitter out of Northwestern. He faces the southpaw Garrett Stroh, so he will bat from the right side. Arrow waves the all-black bat, the black and purple Under Armour cleats, and the purple shin guard on the left shin. Squared stance. Here comes the 1-2. That one grounded foul again down the third base side. So Arrow making Stroh work for the out here, as it's a 1-2 count. And we've seen 7 pitches so far in the at-bat. Garrett Stroh, who has pitched 41 pitches so far tonight. Stroh kicks and throws. That one looked at for ball 2 as the breaking ball misses on the inside corner just below the knees of Alex Arrow. So 2s are hot across the board in the ball strikes and out columns here in the bottom of the third. No one on. The offering. Fastball, that one skied, foul, up and out of play to the left of home plates. So we'll reset and do it all again. The 2-2 count to Alex Arrow, who batted 296 this season for the Wildcats down in Evanston. Good for third on the squad. He had 10 doubles and 3 home runs. 29 RBI. Here comes the 2-2. That one looked at for ball 3 as the fastball misses high on the outside corner, as Duvall has to stand up to make the grab from behind the plate. So it's a payoff pitch with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. No runners on. It's a tie ball game between the Dock Spiders and the Rafters. Stroh sets at the letters, the windup and the throw. That one skied high into the end of the infield, and the third baseman, Robertson, with his glove behind it. Oh, my goodness. As Robertson and Wiley, the third baseman and the shortstop, are lined right next to each other. That could have been an easy out, but the ball drops, so Arrow advances to first. We'll see who they rule the error on. It's going to be an E5, as there was a miscommunication there from Robertson and Wiley, who just stare at each other after, both with their arms in the air. And this is a Rapids team who has struggled all season. They have 42 errors, most in the Northwoods League. They have the worst fielding percentage in the league. So it's Zabowski from the left side. 2 outs, a base runner on first. The pitch, that one grounded there right into the glove of the first baseman, Jack Thomas Wold, who makes 2 steps over to the first base bag and makes the out. So Fond du Lac picks up no runs, no hits, 1 Rafters errors, and the Dock Spiders leave 1 on base. We'll head on the top of the 4th, still tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Wake, you dream of breakfast like mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried eggshell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried eggshell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back into the ballpark here from Harebaker Field. We head in the top of the 4th. We see batter 6, 7, and 8 for the Rafters. The pitch, that one swung on hard into left field. It's got a lot of height on it as the left fielder, Jack Wassel, over there in left field, makes the grab head high for the first out. A scary one there as Ian Fair got a hold of that one, but Wassel just about 2 steps in front of the warning track, in front of the quad graphics sign out there in left field. So we've seen 2 big balls launched out there to left field, one off Duncan Hewitt's bat for the Dock Spiders back in the 2nd inning, and this one coming from Fair, so it's an F7 to Fair. It brings up Peyton Robertson now. Young kicks and deals. Robertson shows bunt, then pulls back. That fastball misses on the outside corner low. So 1 ball, no strikes to Peyton Robertson, who is 0 for 1 so far tonight. 5'7", 164 from the right side. Slightly open stance. Here comes the 1-0. That one grounded. 1 hop into the third baseman Wardwell's glove, and now throws over to first, and it's in time for the 2nd out. So Peyton Robertson grounds out for the 2nd time tonight. He's got the left side of the infield covered now after he grounded out into short in the 2nd, and now grounds out into 3rd here in the 4th inning, where it's the Dock Spiders and the Rafters for the 4th time this season. Both teams 13-9. They're tied for 3rd in the Northwoods League South Division. The Rafters have a 2-1 series lead. Now it's Fair from the left side. That one taken for ball 1 as it spikes the dirt low on the inside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brett Fair, number 16, who's batting .275 this season. He had a 1-out single in the 2nd inning. So we'll see what he can do in his 2nd at-bat. Young rocks and throws. That fastball runs on the outside corner. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to number 16, Brett Fair out of SIU Edwardsville. Here comes the 2-0. That fastball taken for ball 3 as it runs high upstairs on the outside corner. 3 balls, no strikes to Brett Fair, who's 6'2", 205 pounds, swings the all-tan barrel. All white batting gloves. The 3-0 on its way. Breaking ball misses upstairs high, so Fair will take his walk to first for the free bag. And now for John Young. He has dished out 4 walks so far tonight in just 4 innings of work. And we go to the bottom of the order where we find number 7, Jordan Wiley, who had that miscommunication with Peyton Robertson over there at short and 3rd. in the bottom of the third inning where Arrow just skied one right into the infield, and they kind of ran into each other, and it dropped for an error. Here's the pitch. That one, fastball taken for ball one on the outside corner, knee high. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Wiley, who has dished a walk back in the second inning. So we'll see what he does in his second plate appearance. He's batting .238 on the season. He's 5 for 21 with 1 RBI. Stealing over to second here is Fair. The throw from Hewitt, is it in time? It is not. So Brett Fair will advance to second. It's a strike to Jordan Wiley. So for number 16, Brett Fair, he picks up his 5th stolen bag on the season. Tied for second on this squad. So it's a 1-1 count now to Jordan Wiley. The pitch, that one grounded. One hop into the glove of Young, who throws over to first, and it's in time for the third out. So no Rafters runs or hits, no Fond du Lac errors. The Rafters leave 1 on base. We'll head in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Take News Talk 1450 KFIZ wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity, and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app. Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stop in to open your Doc Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Doc Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers.
Welcome back to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We head in the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1 apiece. We'll see batters 6, 7, and 8 do it for the Doc Spiders. The first pitch, that one in there for a strike. The breaking ball on the inside corner to Tyler Wardwell. Out of Duke University, he's 0 for 1 tonight. Stroh on the mound for the Rafters, sets and deals. That breaking ball runs on the inside corner, but looked at for ball 1 as it's taken thigh high. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Wardwell. The southpaw Stroh kicks and fires. That one lifted, foul up behind home plate as it hits our booth up here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And it will be a 1-2 count to Tyler Wardwell. Where's number 4 for the Doc Spiders? It's his 3rd game for Fondy from the right side. Here's the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball. That one lifted hard down the third base line, but it's foul over there near the Doc Spiders bullpen down the third base line. The Rafters down the first base side here at Harebaker Field. So we'll reset and do the 1-2 all again. Stroh sets at the letters, now steps off the rubber and deals. That breaking ball, it looked like a check swing there from Wardwell. He lifts it foul back over the netting as it caught about the handle of the barrel. So we'll reset and do it all again for the 2nd straight time to Tyler Wardwell, who swings the all-black barrel, open stance. And the 1-2. That one grounded foul down the third base side. So Wardwell making Stroh work in this at-bat here. Garrett Stroh in his 4th inning of work for the Wisconsin Rafters. He's dealt 51 pitches now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over the top he comes, the pitch. That one in there for a strike on the outside corner as it just clips the strike zone about knee high. So Wardwell goes down looking, and now for Garrett Stroh, he picks up his 1st strikeout of the night. Now it brings up Jack Wassel, the Minnesota Gopher, who is 1 for 1 with a single back in the 2nd inning. where he grounded it to short to Wiley. Wiley thought he had him, then it took an obscure bounce into the outfield. The pitch. Breaking ball looked at for ball one, just belt high on the outside corner. So 1 ball, no strike to the Golden Gopher, Jack Wassel. A Big Ten matchup here. The Boilermaker fires. That one skied high into the shallow outfield. And as the left fielder comes in all the way, Ethan Stringer makes the grab head high for the second out. So it'll be an F7 to Jack Wassel. Well, we'll get you your Northwoods League update here. Steve Wilkerson, the 197th former player to reach the big leagues out of the Northwoods League, debuted for Baltimore earlier this week. He entered the game in the bottom of the ninth, replacing Zach Britton, playing third base. Wilkerson played in 2011 for the La Crosse Loggers, where he batted .238. So it's Hewitt with 2 outs. Stroh kicks and fires. That fastball in there for a strike on the inside corner, thigh high, as Hewitt watches it blow by. Hewitt is 0 for 1 tonight. He had that deep fly ball to left field that could have had a chance. Here's the 0-1. That breaking ball taken low as it misses on the outside corner in the dirt. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the Butler Bulldog, Duncan Hewitt, who's batting .215. Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on hard but fouled on the third base side as it hits the fence over there near the Coors Light boat launch down the third base side. Here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you tuning in. It's a 1-2 count to Duncan Hewitt, 2 outs, no one on. Stroh over the top and fires. That one looked at for ball 2 as it catches high on the outside corner. So 2's hot across the board, and the ball strikes and out comes. Stroh gets the sign from Duvall, sets at the letters, and deals. Breaking ball, that one skied into the infield down the first base side as Jack Thomas Wold makes the grab head high for the third out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. No Fond du Lac runs or hits, no Rafters errors, and no one left on base. So the Dock Spiders will head into the top of the 5th inning, tied at 1 apiece. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spiders checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks like half-price tickets to select games and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
This is the Pepsi that your father drank and your grandfather drank.
When I was your age, we worked.
This is the Pepsi that your Uncle Ted drank when rock sounded like this. This is the Pepsi for American pastimes. Whether you're tailgating at a speedway or courtside watching your favorite player make a breakaway,
He scored!
this is the Pepsi for those who are forever fun. This is the Pepsi for every generation.
Be proud of your career. At Quad Graphics, we're looking for dedicated, hardworking individuals in search of a rewarding career. You'll start out at a competitive wage with opportunities to advance immediately. We offer career training programs, on-site healthcare, fitness centers, 401k retirement savings, and many more great benefits. To learn more about our job opportunities and to apply online, visit us at bquad.com.
And welcome back into the ballpark here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We head into the top of the 5th inning with the Dock Spiders and the Rafters tied at 1 apiece. Both runs coming in the first inning. We haven't seen runs, obviously, in the last 3 innings. So we'll see the top of the order for Wisconsin. It will be Brody Wofford, Ethan Stringer, and Ty Duvall. So it's Wofford to lead things off from the left side. Young sets at the letters. Now the pitch. Fastball lifted, fouled on the third base side, up over the stands and out of play. So no balls, 1 strike to Brody Wofford, who we saw lead things off in the first inning, and he reached on a walk. The top of the order just 0 for 3 tonight with 2 Ks and 2 walks. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball lifted into left center field. Will it drop? Wassel over from left field. He makes the grab just a couple feet in front of the warning track, in front of the Agnesian Health sign. Out there in left center field for the first out, so it's an F7. For those of you keeping score at home, to Brody Wofford, and is now 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to left field, also has a walk, and it brings up Ethan Stringer, who is 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then struck out back in the second from the right side. Young kicks and throws. Fastball looked at for strike number 1 as it's thigh high on the outside corner. So no balls, 1 strike to number 5, Ethan Stringer, who's batting .222 this season for the Rafters. The 0-1. That one catches the dirt on the outside corner, looked at for ball number 1 to the Louisville Cardinal, Ethan Stringer, who's making his 12th appearance and his test start. Young over the top, the 1-1. Fastball, that one grounded back foul into the backstop to the left of home plate, so the count will push to 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out, no base runners on in the top of the 5th, where we're tied at 1 apiece. And this game has huge standing implications on the line. Whoever wins this game will grab an outright lead for 3rd place in the South Division. The 1-2 taken upstairs high for ball number 2. Fastball misses, so 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ethan Stringer, 6 foot, $195 from the right side. Swings the all-tan bat, squared stance. Now the offering. That one grounded to third. 1 hop to Wardwell, who misses it under his glove as he came running in after that one. So we'll see how they rule that one. As Stringer advances to first base, it'll be a base hit for Ethan Stringer, number 5, who picks up his 7th hit of the season. And it brings up Ty Duvall out of Vanderbilt. So there's a runner on first, 1 out. Score still tied at 1 apiece. In the top of the 5th inning, it brings up the catcher, Ty Duvall, who was 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout back in the 3rd. He reached on a walk in the 1st. Young sets at the letters and deals. Fastball misses on the outside corner, taken for ball 1. About belt tie to number 3, Ty Duvall, 5'11", $190 for the Lebanon, Ohio product, who just finished his sophomore season at Vanderbilt. 1 ball, no strikes. Young gets the sign, kicks and deals. Fastball runs for ball 2 on the outside corner. So 2 quick balls to Ty Duvall out of Vanderbilt, who went 35-27. They lost in the Super Regional to Mississippi State. It was their 13th straight appearance in the NCAA tournament. Here's the 2-0. That one swung on hard into right center field. Ayers is rushing over from right. He'll drop in front of him as Ethan Stringer stays at second. So it's a 1-out single from Ty Duvall for his first hit of the night for the Vanderbilt product. We mentioned Vanderbilt. They made the NCAA tournament 13 straight now, and it's an SEC longest active streak down there in Nashville, Tennessee. So base runners on first and second here for Jack Thomas Wold, who already has an RBI single back in the 1st. He flew out to 3rd in the 3rd inning, so we'll see what he can do in his 3rd plate appearance here with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Score tied at 1 apiece. Young sets at the letters. Now the offering. Fastball. That one swung on hard. It drops into right field as Stringer is going to stay at 3rd. So it's a 1-out base hit back-to-back now for the Rafters as the bases are loaded with Stringer advancing to 3rd. Duvall advances over to 2nd. And Jack Thomas Wold, the UNLV Rebel, picks up his 2nd single of the night. So now it'll bring up Jake Dunham with the bases juiced up for number 6, the Northern Illinois Husky. And for Jake Dunham, he's 0 for 2 tonight. We saw the bases loaded twice last night for the Rafters. They got no runs off of it in the 3-2 win over the Dock Spiders. And one of those came in the 4th inning, so we need some deja vu here for the Dock Spiders as Young sets and throws. That one in the strike zone on the outside corner, looked at for strike number 1 from Dunham as it's about thigh high. So no balls and 1 strike to number 6, Jake Dunham, who has 2 at-bats with the bases loaded this season. Here comes the 0-1. That one lifted to the second baseman's glove. Arrow throws over to first, but it's not in time as Wold rushes back. So a weakly hit ball by Jake Dunham as Arrow just has to make 2 or 3 steps to his left. So it'll be an F4 to Jake Dunham. So now that's 2 outs. And the Dock Spiders trying to do what they did last night in the 4th inning. making the Rafters leave 3 on board as it brings up Ian Fair, who is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Bases are loaded. Young kicks and throws. That one hovers over the strike zone but misses for ball 1 on the outside corner low. So 1 ball, no strikes to number 13, Ian Fair out of Northeastern University. He's got the bases juiced up. And for Ian Fair, he is 4 for 12 on the season, the Northeastern Husky. Here comes the pitch. That one grounded. 1 hop into the glove of Young. Young will underhand this one to first to Zabowski, and it's in time. So the Dock Spiders, for the second straight night, they get out of a jam, this time in the top of the 5th inning. So the Rafters pick up no runs. They pick up 3 hits, no Fond du Lac errors, and the Rafters leave 3 aboard. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Wake, you dream of breakfast like Mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried eggshell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried eggshell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back into Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We head into the bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 1 apiece. We'll see batters 9, 1, and 2 up for the Dock Spiders. It's Jacob Adams, the Ole Miss Rebel, to lead things off. Stroh winds and fires. That one looked at for ball 1 as it misses low and inside to the Ole Miss Rebel. Jacob Adams is batting 136 for the Dock Spiders this season. The pitch, that one spikes the dirt low on the inside corner. So 2 quick balls and no strikes to number 5, Jacob Adams, who's making his 7th start here for the Dock Spiders. The pitch, that one swung on hard into right field, but it's going to drop foul. So the count will push to 2 balls and 1 strike. Adams is 1 for 1 with a single here tonight. The Dock Spiders just 4 hits through 4 innings, a team that's batting .261 overall, good for 3rd in the Northwoods League as a whole. The 2-1 offering. That one grounded weakly to the second baseman, Ian Fair, who makes the running throw over to first. It gets away from Wold, so Adams is able to advance to first there. We'll see who they rule the error on. So it'll be an E4, as we've seen now 2 errors for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, a team that has been just boggled by errors this season. They lead the league in errors, now with 44. They have the worst fielding percentage on ground balls, and they now have gone 20 out of their 25 games committing an error. And now it is the 11th time this season where they've had 2 or more errors for the Rafters. So we go back to the top of the order with Brad Hudson from the right side. Stroh, the southpaw, looks over to first, now deals. Hudson shows bunt, lays it down the first base side at 1 hops, 2 hops. Is Hudson going to beat out the throw? He does! Brad Hudson, the speed demon, is able to beat out the throw with Jacob Adams advancing to second. So it is a base hit for Brad Hudson, who laid that bunt down. The first base side took a couple hops. The first baseman, Jack Thomas Wold, moved down from first made the grab off the couple hoppers there and then underhanded over to first, but it wasn't in time as Hudson was able to beat it out. So a big moment here for the Dock Spiders. No outs, base runners on first and second. It brings up the Indiana State product, Chris Ayers, who's looking for his first hit of the season against the Rafters. He's 0 for 2 tonight, 2 flyouts to center, so he's now 0 for 9 on the season in his 4th game against the team in maroon, the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Stroh sets and fires. That one gets away from Duvall as both runners will advance. So Adams advances to third. Hudson advances to second. We'll see how they rule that. So it'll be a pass ball as Duvall couldn't keep that one in front of him. So it'll be 1 ball and no strikes to Chris Ayers. A huge opportunity here from the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. In the bottom of the 5th, no outs, runners on second and third. Ayers from the left side, the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Stroh kicks and fires. Breaking ball in there for a strike as it hovers over the plate. Belt tie as Ayers watches that one go by. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Chris Ayers. Trying to make something happen here for the Dock Spiders. The pitch, that one, big swing and a miss there from Ayers as Stroh gets some swinging on the off-speed pitch, so the count will push to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. It's Ayers from the left side. No outs in the bottom of the 5th. Score tied at 1 apiece between Fond du Lac and Wisconsin. The offering. That one fastball lifted. Shartley into, it gets past the second baseman, Ian Fair. Coming in to score is Hudson. Adams, and advancing to third is Hudson. So Ayers hit a weak ball to the second baseman, Ian Fair, who tried to run after that one in front of him, and it drops. And we'll see how they rule that one to fair. As Ayers is able to get to first, and Hudson advances, Adams gets in for the run. Hudson advances to third, and the Dock Spiders are now on top 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now it brings up Troy Black from the right side. Ayers takes the lead off first. The pitch. Breaking ball lifted hard in the middle, and that's going to be an RBI base hit for Troy Black, who extends his hit streak to 10 games. The Dock Spiders lead 3-1, and they are taking advantage of the opportunity presented to themselves here in the bottom of the 5th, where they had 2 base runners on with no outs as they get 2 runs. As Ayers moves over to second, Ayers will be given the base hit on that play where he hit that weak ball over to Ian Fair. As Troy Black picks up an RBI single as Hudson comes in to score. So Ayers stands on second, Black on first. Now Black is 1 for 3 on the night. It brings up Alex Arrow. Runners on first and second, no outs. The pitch. Arrow shows bunt and pulls back. That one misses low in the dirt for ball number 1. So 1 ball. No strikes to Alex Arrow, who has an RBI single of his own tonight. He's 1 for 2, reached on an error back in the 3rd. He's batting .258 on the season for the Dock Spiders, the Northwestern Wildcat. Stroh gets the sign from Duvall. The southpaw sets at the letters, looks back to second, now the 1-0. That one lifted foul up over the netting and out of play for strike number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Arrow. A crazy inning here for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Jacob Adams reaches on an error to first. Brad Hudson reaches to first on the bunt. Chris Ayers bats home Adams on the RBI single, and then Black follows with the RBI single, sending Brad Hudson all the way home. So the Dock Spiders lead 3-1. It's a 1-1 count. Arrow steps out of the batter's box, takes 1 practice swing. Now wipes off the all-black bat. Squared stance from the right side, swings the all-black barrel. All-white batting gloves. Stroh the 1-1. Ayers takes a huge lead off second. Now the offering. That one swung on right up the middle widely. Fields it at second. They relay to first, and it's in time for the double play. So it's a 6-3 double play for the Rafters as Ayers moves over to third base. Well, back on this day in baseball in 2008, Mark Teixeira's 3 home runs account for half of the Braves' runs in their 8-3 interleague victory over the Seattle Mariners. Atlanta's switch-hitting first baseman smacked solo shots from the left side in the second and fourth innings, and then adds a 2-run shot, batting right-handed in the seventh inning off the in Turner Field. Now the pitch to Zabowski. That one skied high in the air into right field, and able to make the grab here. Head high is Brody Wofford for the third out of the inning, so it's an F9 to Cole Zabowski. The Fond du Lac Dockspiders, they pick up 2 runs, and they pick up 3 hits, 1 Rafters errors, and for Fond du Lac, they leave 1 on base. We'll head on the top of the 6th inning, leading 3-1. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dockspiders Baseball on KFIZ.
News Talk 1450 KFIZ, wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House, to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity, and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live, no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app. Hear the excitement of Fond du Lac Dockspiders baseball this season on News Talk 1450 KFIZ. Catch select games home and away on KFIZ as manager Zach Charbonneau leads the Dockspiders into their second year in the Northwoods League. Find all games streaming live online at KFIZ.com. Dockspiders baseball on KFIZ is presented by Taco Bell with locations on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac, AirTech Heating in Fond du Lac and in Ripon, and Cornelius of Wisconsin with 3 convenient locations to serve you. Batter up. It's time for Dockspiders baseball.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef, and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
And welcome back to the ballpark here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We head on the top of the 6th inning with the Dockspiders lead now 3-1 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, thanks to 2 RBI singles, one from Chris Ayers and one from Troy Black, as Troy Black now extends his hit streak to 10 games. The University of Kentucky Wildcat. For Chris Ayers, he got his first hit against the Rafters this season, and it was a timely one for the Indiana State product. We'll see batter 7, 8, 9 up for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, who have not scored since the first inning. Scoreless in their last 4 innings. It's Robertson from the right side. Young sets at the letters. Now the offering. Fastball looked at for a strike as it's over the plate, thigh high for strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Peyton Robertson, who is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts so far tonight. Young kicks and throws. Fastball misses low on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike to number 0, Peyton Robertson. As the hits read on the board, 7 for Fond du Lac, 5 for Rafters. Here's the 1-1 offering. Fastball runs high on the inside corner, so it's ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fond du Lac, 7 hits last night. Well, they've already matched that total here just through 5 innings. It's Robertson from the right side. The 2-1 count. That one swung on hard. It skied into right center field as the center fielder, Brad Hudson, makes the grab. Head high for the first out, so it's an F8 to Peyton Robertson. For those of you keeping score at home, Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Glad to have you tuning in to Dockspiders Baseball, where it's the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and the Fond du Lac Dockspiders. The winner of tonight's game will grab 3rd place in the South Division. It's Brett Fair from the left side. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball on the outside corner. Pardon me, it's Brett Fear from the left side. So a 1-0 count. Young kicks and deals. That one swung on hard into right field. That will drop for a base hit. And now Brett Fear is 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles and a walk as he gets it done with 1 out. And then we'll go to the bottom of the order where we find Jordan Wiley, number 7, the shortstop, who is 0 for 1 with a walk back in the 2nd inning. Grounded into a 1-3 putout. Back in the fourth, we'll see a mound visit here from field manager Zach Charbonneau. Out to the mound to John Young. Charbonneau in his second season. He takes the ball away from Young, so Young's night is over. So we'll take a quick break here, and we'll come back from the break. We'll introduce you to the new pitcher for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders and get you the final line on John Young. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Hi, I had $50 on pump 4.
Do you have any Fresh Perk rewards to use?
How would I know if I do or not?
Well, do you have your card or know the number that's on the card?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you have 30 cents off a gallon. Would you like to use it?
Yes, please. How did I get those points?
Well, anytime you spend $100 at Pick and Save, you get 10 cents loaded on the Perks card. The more you spend, the more you save. Use your Fresh Perks card at all Cornelius locations. This is Ashley.
And this is Tiara. Shop local, shop Cornelius.
Take News Talk 1450 KFIZ wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We are in the top of the sixth inning with one out. We see the first call to the bullpen from either team tonight, so we'll get you the final line on John Young in just a second. We'll introduce you here to the new pitcher for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. It's Nico Talache out of Oregon University. He's pitched in 2 games this season. He has pitched 4 innings. Has dished out 6 strikeouts, given up 1 walk and just 3 hits on 15 batters he's faced. So the Oregon Duck will take over for John Young on the mound. And for John Young, he pitches 5 1/3 inning, gives up 6 hits. His first earned run of the season. He pitched 20 2/3 innings before giving up a run this season. He gives up 4 walks and dishes out 2 strikeouts on 26 batters he faces. So it's Nico Talache's turn now on the mound for Fond du Lac, who leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th frame. So to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th, Peyton Robertson flew out to right field. Brett Fear, he then followed with a base hit. So now we'll see Jordan Wiley, the 9th batter for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters from the right side. He is 0 for 1, as we mentioned before we headed to the break, with a walk in the second and then grounded into the 1-3 putout in the 4th inning. So it'll be a righty-righty matchup here with Talache on the mound for the Dock Spiders. 1 out, 1 base runner on. Fond du Lac leads 3-1. It's Talache, the southpaw, dealing on the mound. Pardon me, it's a lefty-righty matchup here. Talache looks back to first. Now sets at the letters, and he goes for the pickoff back to first, and it's not in time as Brett Fear slides back, and plenty of time. So we'll see the first pitch out here to Jordan Wiley from Talache. That one misses on the outside corner, looked at for ball 1 just above the belt. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Wiley, with a base runner on first. Wiley swings the alt-tan barrel. He's 5'7", $165. Talache, here comes the 1-0 over the top. That one swung on, skied into shallow left center field, and the shortstop, Jacob Adams, makes the grab head high for the second out. So it's in F6 to Jordan Wiley, and we'll go back to the top of the order where we find Brody Wofford, the left-handed batter for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. He led things off in the first inning with a walk and has flied out to left twice now, once in the second and once in the 5th. So it's Brody Wofford with a runner on first. He's batting .333 with runners on base. Talache deals. He shows bunt here, then pulls back. That one's in there for a strike. So no balls, 1 strike to number 8, Brody Wofford. who just finished his junior season at Central Florida, where he played in 31 games, started 23 of them. He was a 200 hitter. Telashay, the southpaw, sets at the letters, looks back to first now. Now kicks and fires home. Fastball runs low on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Brody Wofford, who was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds back in 2017 in the 14th round. A 1-1 count to Wofford, 2 outs, 1 base runner on first. Fond du Lac leads 3-1 in the top of the 6th. Telashay goes for the pickoff back to first. So Brody Wofford, he spent his freshman season at LSU. He played in 38 games, then went the JUCO route last season and played at Chipola College. He was a first-team all-conference player and now just finished his 3rd season at Central Florida. His 3rd season of college ball is first at Central Florida, the Rome, Georgia native. Steps out of the batter's box, calls time, and now steps back in. So a 1-1 count, 2 outs, as Fear takes about a 3-step lead off first. Telashay calls Hewitt over up to the mound, so the 2 will meet just in front of the mound. Well, Fond du Lac will be on the road the next 2 days against the Kenosha Kingfish, and then they'll be back at home next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So back at home for the whole work week next week, Monday through Friday. It's a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Telashay steps and deals. That one lifted hard, sky high into left shallow center. Adams is underneath it and makes the 2-hand grab, head high for the 3rd out. So back-to-back flyouts to the shortstop, Jacob Adams. So the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, they pick up no runs. They do get 1 hit, no Fond du Lac errors, and they leave 1 aboard. Stay tuned. You're listening to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ, where Fond du Lac leads 3-1 heading into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Take News Talk 1450 KFIZ wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity, and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app. Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stop in to open your Doc Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Doc Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
And welcome back to the ballpark here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We head into the bottom of the 6th inning where Fond du Lac leads the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters 3-1. We have our first call to the bullpen tonight for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Before we introduce you to the new pitcher, we'll get you a final line on Garrett Stroh, who pitched 5 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. He allowed no walks, dished out 1 strikeout on 23 batters he faced, and now it's Jonathan Hernandez's turn on the mound, the right-handed pitcher out of Chapman University. He'll make his 6th appearance. He's pitched 11 innings this season, 11 strikeouts, just 3 walks, and has given up just 7 hits. So it'll be batters 6, 7, and 8 up for the Doc Spiders. Tyler Wardwell, Jack Wassel, and Duncan Hewitt. This will be Jonathan Hernandez in his 6th appearance of the season. His last appearance was June 14th in a 3-2 loss to Kalamazoo. He pitched 2 innings, was credited the loss, gave up 1 earned run, and 2 hits on 9 batters faced. So it's Wardwell from the left side. The pitch from Hernandez. Fastball runs low as Wardwell watches that one go by for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike to Tyler Wardwell, who is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Flew out to left in second and then struck out looking in the 4th. Hernandez leans over to get the sign from Duvall. Sets the glove just below the belt. Now kicks and deals. That one looked at for ball 2. The fastball misses on the outside corner. Knee high to the Cincinnati, Ohio product, Tyler Wardwell, who stands 6'2", $185. So a 2-0 count. So Wardwell swings the all-black bat, squared stance, all-white cleats. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike as it clips on the outside corner. The fastball just below the knees. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Tyler Wardwell, who's making his 3rd start of the season and his 3rd game for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. A 2-1 count, no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Fond du Lac leads 3-1. Hernandez steps off the rubber and deals. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss there from Wardwell. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wardwell. A beautiful pitch there from Jonathan Hernandez, who just finished his junior season with Chapman University in California. Had a 3.6 ERA in 25 innings of work. He had a 4-3 record, 19 strikeouts, and 1 save. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hernandez kicks and throws. That one line there to the 3rd baseman, right into his glove. Robertson zips one across the diamond, and it's in time for the 1st out. So Wardwell leads things off. It'll be a 5-3 putout, and now we'll see what the Golden Gopher can do. Jack Wassel, who had a single back in the 2nd and then flew out hard into left field in the 4th inning. We'll see what he can do at his 3rd time around. He steps in from the left side. He swings the all-black barrel with the black socks about knee-high. Number 25, Jack Wassel, 6'2", 200 pounds. Hernandez kicks and throws. Fastball in there for a strike as it's looked at by Wassel on the outside corner just below the belt. So no balls, 1 strike to Jack Wassel, who just finished his redshirt freshman season with the Gophers. He's 6'2", 200 pounds out of Geneva, Illinois. Here comes the 0-1. That one looked at for strike number 2. Fastball, almost an identical pitch on the outside corner. So Hernandez quickly up on strikes to Wassel here. Wassel in his 4th game of the season for Fond du Lac. Here comes the 0-2. That one misses upstairs high. The fastball on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jack Wassel, as we mentioned, out of Minnesota, where they went 44-15 this season out of the Big Ten. They were Big Ten champs this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the offering. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss there from Wassel. So Hernandez will look to retire the side here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Special thank you to tonight's pregame Feed the Team sponsor, Downtown Deli, located on 74 South Main Street. Stop in today for delicious food, great coffee, and friendly service. Dine in or take out breakfast, lunch, supper, or purchase from our deli with lots of meat, cheese, pasta, desserts, bread, and many other options. It's Hewitt from the right side, the offering. Breaking ball looked at for ball 1 as it misses low on the inside corner. So 1 ball, no strikes to Duncan Hewitt, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Thought he had a home run back in the 2nd inning, as well as I did, as it flew just on the warning track. Here comes the 1-0. That one spikes the dirt on the inside corner for ball number 2. So 2 quick balls. No strikes to Duncan Hewitt. So he's 0 for 2. Tonight he's batting .216 on the season. In his 15th game, he has 11 hits. The Butler Bulldog just finished his sophomore campaign. Hewitt swings the all-black barrel, navy blue batting gloves, squared stance. The 2-0. That breaking ball misses low, so a good eye there from Hewitt on the inside corner. So 3 quick balls to Hewitt. 6'2", 200 pounds. Shin guard on the left shin. The pitch. That one looked at for a strike. Fastball on the inside corner. So the count will be 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Fond du Lac leads 3-1 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Hernandez sets out the belt. Now the delivery. That one check swing there from Hewitt. They don't get him, so it'll be a walk to Duncan Hewitt, as the first base umpire rules that Hewitt did not come around. Rob Knox down there. The home plate umpire, Jordan Peterson, and Rob Knox down on the 3rd base. Hewitt keeps it alive with a walk, and we go to the bottom of the order where it's Jacob Adams, who's 1 for 2 with a single back in the second. The pitch. That one looked at for a ball as it's low on the inside corner. About shin level to number 5, Jacob Adams, who, as we mentioned, reached on a single in the second, reached on an error in the 5th inning as well. So 2 outs, runner on first, a 1-0 count. Hernandez sets at the belt, now fires. That one chopped to the first baseman, one hop by Woldney, tags the first bag for the 3rd out. So Fond du Lac, they pick up no runs. They pick up no hits, no Rafters theirs, and 1 base runner left aboard. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning, where Fond du Lac leads 3-1. Stay tuned. You're listening to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Before you wake, you dream of breakfast like Mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried eggshell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried eggshell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stop in to open your Doc Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Doc Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We head in the top of the 7th inning where Fond du Lac leads 3-1 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. We'll see batters 2, 3, and 4. Up for the Rafters, Ethan Stringer, Ty Duvall, and Jack Thomas Wold. So Ethan Stringer, we'll see what he can do here. He's 1 for 3 on the night, a single in his last at-bat in the 5th. Talashi on the mound for the Doc Spiders. Sets and throws. That one upstairs high. Misses on the outside corner. The fastball looked at from Ethan Stringer for ball number 1. Stringer wears number 5 here for the Rafters. Swings the all-tan barrel. The 1-0 from Talashi. Sets at the letters. Now the pitch. Breaking ball misses on the outside corner about belt high. So 2 balls, no strikes to Ethan Stringer. Where the Rafters, well, they grabbed one quickly in the first inning, an RBI single from Jack Thomas Wall, but have been kept off the scoreboard in the last 5 innings. Talashi kicks and throws. That fastball in there for a strike over the plate. Take as it's looked at for strike number 1 by Stringer. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Ethan Stringer, who's batting .222 this season for the Rafters. Talashi, the southpaw out of Oregon, dealing on the mound. Kicks and throws. Fastball skied high, up and down to play down the first base side here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So the count will push to 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is the 4th meeting of the season here between the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders and the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. The Rafters came out on top last night 3-2, and now both these teams are tied for 3rd place in the South Division. The winner of tonight's game will grab that spot solo. Talashi gets the sign, steps off the rubber, and throws. That one spikes the dirt. Hewitt does a good job to keep it in front of him, so the count will push full. With no outs in the top of the 7th inning, no base runners on, it's Stringer leading things off. The Louisville Cardinal from the dish facing the Oregon Duck on the mound. Talashi kicks and throws. That one spikes the dirt low on the outside corner. So it'll be a walk to Ethan Stringer, who advances to first for his 3rd time tonight, and it'll bring up the catcher out of Vanderbilt, Ty Duvall. And for Ty Duvall, he is 1 for 2 tonight. He had a single in his last at bat in the 5th, a 2-out single for Ty Duvall. He struck out swinging in the 3rd, and he reached on a walk in the 1st, so he is 1 for 2 on the evening. He's got 1 base runner on first as Stringer takes about a 3-step lead off the first base bag. It's Duvall from the left side. Lefty versus lefty here. Talashi kicks and throws. That one runs high on the outside corner fastball, so it'll be 1 ball, no strikes to Ty Duvall, who just finished his sophomore season at Vanderbilt. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 base runner on. Talashi sets at the letters, now throws home. That one check swing there from Duvall. Are they going to get him? They look down the first base line to Rob Knox, and they do. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Ty Duvall, who has started this season very well for the Rafters. He was 2 for 3 last night, was 4 for 5 the night before. Here's the 1-1. That one lifted foul way high up and out of play down the third base side. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ty Duvall. He went 4 for 5 in his second game as a Rafter 2 nights ago in a 13-0 win over the Lakeshore Chinooks. He had 3 runs and then batted in 5 as well. So he has 8 hits now on the season after a single here in the 5th. A 1-2 count. Talashi throws over to first. Going to second is going to be Stringer. And is it the throw in time? It is. So a great throw from Zabowski as Stringer is thrown out at second. Talashi, the southpaw, able to tell that Stringer had a huge lead off the first base bag with the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Duvall. So no runners on now, 1 out for Ty Duvall from the left side. Talashi sets, rocks, and deals. That one misses low on the outside corner for 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ty Duvall, who played for the Newport Goals last season in the NECBL. Out of high school, he was the top prospect in Ohio in 2016 as Talashi deals the 2-2. That one check swing there from Duvall. They do not get him. So the count push is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ty Duvall, who just finished his sophomore season at Vanderbilt. He had Tommy John surgery his senior year of high school. Played in 31 games this season for the Commodores. Here's the 3-2. That one grounded to the second baseman. Arrow, backhand grab. Now he's on the run. The throw to first. Is it in time? It is. Alex Arrow. What a play there from the Northwestern Wildcat. Makes the running throw on the backhand grab to his right, and he's able to get the second out. Duvall thought for sure that he had a base hit, but Alex Arrow, what a move there from second for the 4-3 put out for the second out, as the Dock Spiders will try to retire the side now, but it won't be an easy task, as it'll be Jack Thomas Wold up to bat to his 2 for 3 so far. With an RBI single back in the first, he flew out to third in the 3rd, and then had a single in the 5th. Talashi gets the sign and deals. Breaking ball, that one lifted foul down the first base side, hardly hit. So no balls, 1 strike to Jack Thomas Wold, who's batting .318 on the season. He's 27 of 85 coming into tonight's contest out of UNLV. His father, Mike, played baseball at Long Beach State. He spent 1 season at Long Beach State as well and just played his first season for the Rebels this year. Here's the 0-1. That one, big swing and a miss there from Jack Thomas Wold. So it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the 7th inning, where Fond du Lac leads 3-1 from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where the Dock Spiders are looking to improve to 9-3 at home this season. They are 13-9 overall. Talashi gets the sign, kicks and throws the 0-2. That one spikes the dirt low on the inside corner, looked at for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Thomas Wold with 2 outs. Dunham waits on deck, seeing if he will get a chance to swing the barrel here. It's Wold from the left side, the alt-square stance, no batting gloves. Now the pitch. That one in there for a strike, the fastball on the outside corner. So Wold goes down looking And for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, they pick up no runs, no hits, no Fond du Lac errors, and no one is left on base. We'll head on the bottom of the 7th with Fond du Lac leading 3-1. Stay tuned. You're listening to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Or you wake, you dream of breakfast like Mom used to make. Eggs, bacon, potatoes too. Can't wait to eat all this amazing food. Then the alarm bell rings and no one's cooking you anything. Real life is hard when your morning is hell. Have breakfast with a fried eggshell.
Get 2 naked egg tacos for just $3.49. All the breakfast you love wrapped in a fried eggshell. Only at Taco Bell. At participating stores for a limited time during breakfast hours. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
We recognize the name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stop in to open your Doc Spider checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks and your very own Doc Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Visit them at their offices on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac or online at horiconbank.com. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice. Horicon Bank.
And welcome back to Doc Spiders Baseball on KFIZ here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. The Doc Spiders lead 3-1. We head in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll see the top of the order batters 1, 2, and 3 up for the Doc Spiders. Brad Hudson from the right side. Hernandez sets and deals. That fastball misses inside as Hudson has to step out. So it'll be 1 ball and no strikes to Brad Hudson. The top of the order has 4 of the 7 Doc Spiders hits tonight. They are 4 for 9. It's Hudson from the right side. Here comes the 1-0. That fastball looked at for ball 2 as it misses. Shin level to Hudson. Off the plate inside. So 2 balls, no strikes to Brad Hudson, who is 2 for 3 tonight for the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Hernandez sets and throws. That one lifted foul back into the netting to the right of home plate. So it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. The top of the order, as we mentioned, they are 4 for 9 tonight. The top of the order in the 3-2 loss last night was just 2 for 12. So the top of the order really getting it done here tonight with 4 of the 7 hits. Hernandez sets at the belt, now throws. Fastball taken for ball 3 on the inside corner below the belt. So 3 balls, 1 strike to the Southern Illinois product, Brad Hudson, who has 1 of the 3 Doc Spiders runs here. Part of me has 2 of the 3 Doc Spiders runs. The 3-1 delivery. That one way upstairs high, so Hudson will take his free walk to first, and now he reaches for his 3rd time here tonight, where it'll bring up Chris Ayers. Back on baseball on this day in baseball, 1959. Sandy Koufax goes the distance, beating Philadelphia at LA Memorial Coliseum 6-2. The Dodgers southpaw threw 16 strikeouts to set a new record for strikeouts in a night game. So Ayers from the left side. The first pitch, that one skied up into the infield, and it's in the glove of the 3rd baseman, Peyton Robertson, for the first out. So Chris Ayers with the F5 there. So now it'll bring up Troy Black from the right side. Black extended his 9-game hit streak to 10 games in the 5th inning with an RBI single, which batted in Brad Hudson, who now stands on first with about a 4-step lead. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Fond du Lac leads 3-1. Black's 1 for 3 on the night with 2 groundouts and that RBI single. Henderson sets at the belt, throws. Hudson's going over to second. The throw from Duvall over to second. Is it in time? It is not, so Brad Hudson advances to second with the stolen bag. And for Brad Hudson, he was leading the team before that. Now he's got 6. Puts him way above the second place leader, Mitch Bowe, with 3, as well as Chris Ayers with 3. So Hudson advances over there with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Just 1 ball, no strikes to Troy Black, the University of Kentucky product. Stands from the right side. He grips the all-black barrel. Navy blue shin guard on the right shin. White wrist tape on both wrists. The blue batting gloves. Hernandez the 1-0. Now he's in the stretch, sets at the belt, and throws. That one right down the middle for strike number 1, looked at there by Troy Black, the fastball. So Hudson takes his lead off second now, with about an 8-step lead off the second base bag. The second baseman, Ian Fair, right behind second, throws over. Hernandez does, but Hudson slides back in enough time. So ones are hot across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Fond du Lac leads 3-1 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Hernandez sets at the belt, looks back to second, now throws. That one line foul down the third base side, up and out of play. Over the stands here, so the count will push to 1 ball and 2 strikes here at Hare-Baker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Hare-Baker Field was open for play back in 2008. The Fond du Lac Dockspiders in their second season. It's a 1-2 count to Troy Black, 1 out. Hudson with the lead off second. Hernandez looks back to second, now kicks and throws. Black, an identical foul ball there down the first base side, so we'll reset and do it all again to Troy Black, who is batting .254 on the season. He has 16 hits now, 13 of which have come in the last 10 games for the Dayton, Ohio native. It's a 1-2 count, 1 out. As Black calls time, we'll readjust the batting gloves from the right side. Now grips the all-black barrel, taps home plate, and raises it high above his head. It's a 1-2 count, 1 out. 1 base runner on second. It's Hudson. The pitch, that one line foul again down the first base side, so we'll do it again for the 4th straight time, pardon me, with a 1-2 count to Troy Black. Black is 6'2", 230 pounds. It's a 1-2 count, 1 out. Hudson with about an 8-step lead off second. Hernandez sets at the belt, looks back to second. Looks once, twice. He's staring down Hudson. Now he kicks and throws. Black grounds that one foul down the first base side. So Black really putting Hernandez to work here on the mound as the count still stands at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hernandez comes in relief in the last inning for Garrett Stroh, who pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 strikeout on 23 batters faced. Hernandez leans over to get the sign. Now he gets it, drops his hands in motions, checks back to second. The pitch, that one lifted hard into center field. Rushing back now to his left and making the grab head high is the center fielder Brett Fear. Hudson will tag up and advance over to third, so it's an F8 for those of you keeping score at home to Troy Black. Hudson will advance over to third, and now it brings up Alex Arrow, the Northwestern Wildcat we saw make that magnificent play back in the top of the 7th when he rushed from second base to his right, made the backhand grab, and then the throw on the run over to first to Zabowski for the out. So 1 base runner on third, 2 outs. It's Arrow from the left side. We've seen him go from the right side all 3 times tonight. Now the pitch, that one in there, fastball, a strike on the outside corner, no balls, and 1 strike. It's Arrow's first time facing a right-handed pitcher tonight, Garrett Stroh, the southpaw out of Purdue. So Arrow batted from the right side in his first 3 at-bats. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the first. The 0-1, big swing and a miss there from Arrow. So Hernandez quickly up on strikes here to Alex Arrow, who just finished his sophomore season at Northwestern. And for Alex Arrow, he wears number 3 for the Dockspiders in his 9th game, his 8th start of the 2018 summer. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 base runner on third. Hernandez kicks and throws. Arrow lines that one back foul into the backstop. So we'll reset and do it all again to Alex Arrow, who played for the Champion City Kings in the Prospect League in the 2017 summer. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Hudson on third. Arrow swings the all-black barrel. Squared stance, the pitch. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss there from Arrow. So Hernandez gets out of the inning with the strikeout. Fond du Lac picks up no runs, no hits, no Rafters errors, and the Dock Spiders leave 1 aboard. We'll head into the top of the 8th inning with Fond du Lac leading 3-1. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Name L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Hear the excitement of Fond du Lac Dock Spiders baseball this season on News Talk 1450 KFIZ. Catch select games home and away on KFIZ as manager Zach Charbonneau leads the Dock Spiders into their 2nd year in the Northwoods League. Find all games streaming live online at KFIZ.com. Dock Spiders baseball on KFIZ is presented by Taco Bell with locations on East and West Johnson Street in Fond du Lac, AirTech Heating in Fond du Lac and in Ripon, and Cornelius of Wisconsin with 3 convenient locations to serve you. Batter up. It's time for Dock Spiders Baseball.
And welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ here from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where the Dock Spiders lead the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters 3-1. We head into the top of the 8th inning. We see batters 5, 6, and 7 up for the Rafters. It's Jake Dunham, Ian Fair, and Peyton Robertson. It's Talache on the mound. The southpaw out of Oregon kicks and deals. The first pitch in there for a strike, the fastball on the outside corner. Looked at by Jake Dunham, who's 0 for 3 tonight. 2 flyouts, 1 to short, 1 to second, and then a ground out sandwich right in between those two to the shortstop. The next pitch, that one lined on foul down the first base side. So Talache is quickly up on strikes here to Jake Dunham. Fond du Lac out hitting the Rafters 7-6. So far tonight they lead 3-1. Last night was the first time they were out hit in 8 games, where they produced just 7 hits. The last time they were out hit, they lost 6-2 to Battle Creek on June 12th. So it's Dunham from the right side, who's quickly down on strikes. He swings the all-tan barrel. He's got these gray Nike cleats. Talache, the 0-2, sets at the letters. Now deals. That one in there for a strike. See you later, Jake Dunham, who goes down looking. So we'll see if Ian Fair can do something here. So Jake Dunham, who was 0 for 4 last night, he had his 6-game hit streak snapped. He's 0 for 4 tonight after that strikeout from Nico Talache, and it brings up Ian Fair, who is also 0 for 3 tonight. This middle of the order for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, just 2 hits so far tonight. It's a lefty versus righty here. Talache on the mound, facing Fair. The pitch, that one misses way outside high as Hewitt has to stand up to make the grab, the fastball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Ian Fair, number 13 for the Rafters out of Northeastern University. So Talache, big windup and fires. That one lifted hard into right field. Ayers is rushing back. Is he going to make the grab? He doesn't. It drops on the warning track. Fair rounds first. Now he rounds second, and he'll stay at second. So it's a 1-out double from Ian Fair, who gets his first hit of the night. And for the Northeastern Husky, it's his 2nd double of the season. And it will bring up number 0, Peyton Robertson. for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. So a big hit there from Ian Fair as the Rafters are trying to climb back in the ball game here in the top of the 8th where they trail 3-1 to the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. We'll see Robertson step in from the right side. Robertson is 0 for 3 so far tonight. 2 groundouts, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th, and then flew out to center in the 6th. Talache gets the sign, kicks, and throws. Fastball right over the plate for strike 1 as Robertson watches that one blow by. So Fond du Lac trying to improve to 14-9 on the season and get that outright spot in 3rd place in the South Division. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch, that one in there for a strike. The fastball on the outside corner looked at by Robertson as it goes about knee high to the 5'7", 765-pounder out of Orange, Texas, Peyton Robertson. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fair takes his lead off second. Talache checks back, now throws. That one swung on hard into right center field. Hudson's rushing after this one. A diving play, and he makes the grab. Brad Hudson, who sprawls out, makes the grab on the run. Oh, Brad Hudson. So not only can Brad Hudson steal bags, he can steal base hits, especially from Peyton Robertson with a magnificent grab. I would imagine we'll see that one tomorrow on the top plays of the Northwoods League. That's Brad Hudson out in center field, the Southern Illinois product. How you doing out there, Brad? 1 base runner on second. The pitch now to Brett Fear. That one grounded foul on the first base side, so it'll be no balls, 1 strike to Brett Fear as Ian Fair will have to go back to second. Pardon me, Ian Fair and Brett Fear. Those are the 2 pronunciations on that one. As Fair stands on second, Fear from the left side. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Talache sets at the letters, looks back to second, kicks and throws. That one taken upstairs high for ball 1, so 1 ball and 1 strike to number 16, Brett Fear. It doesn't help either that they're right next to each other on the roster, 13 and 16. So Fair with the leadoff second. It's a 1-1 count to Fear. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, lays it down the third base side, but it's foul. So the count will push to 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Brett Fear trying to keep things alive here for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters in the top of the 8th inning where they trail 3-1 with 1 base runner on second. So Fear is just batting .063 with runners on base. It's a 1-2 pitch. On its way. That one grounded to Zabowski. Oh, it gets by his head. Now rounding third is going to be Fair. And coming in to score for the second run is Fair. That is ruled a base hit. That one was a wacky one, as that one literally was right in front of Zabowski, was about to go in his glove, takes 1 more hop and just goes right over his head. And that shows how big of a hop that one took, because Zabowski stands over there at first at 6'5".
Attention, please.
If that one got by his head by that much, I can't even imagine how high that would have been over my head. So it's a base hit to Brett Fear with Ian Fair coming in to score after they 1-out double from Ian Fair. So it's an RBI single from Brett Fear. Now we go to the bottom of the lineup where we'll see a pinch hitter for the Rapids Rafters. It'll be Matt Schmidt out of the University of Michigan. So he'll come in to pinch hit for Jordan Wiley. And for Matt Schmidt, he was in the lineup last night. He went 0 for 3 with 1 walk. So we'll see what he can do here with 2 outs, 1 base runner on first. So Hewitt will go out to the, Zach Charbonneau will go out to the mound and visit to Nico Talache And we'll see what happens here with Talache's night. A special thank you to tonight's Feed the Team sponsor, Marco's Pizza. Say hello to an authentic Italian quality pizza and say goodbye to good enough. Stop in at Marco's today at 30 East Johnson Street or visit marcos.com. That's Fridays. Post-game meal all season long for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Well, lucky for you, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, they'll be back at home next Friday as well as Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. It's a 5-day week at home for the Dock Spiders next week, but don't forget about the doubleheader against the Green Bay Bullfrogs, where the Dock Spiders will square off against Green Bay 11:35 Wednesday here, and then they'll head up to Green Bay for that 7:05 pitch up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. As Talache's night is over, we will take a quick break here, and then we'll get you the final line on Nico Talache as well as introduce you the new starting pitcher. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
The Fond du Lac tradition continues since 1969. Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city. The same great tasting pizza, delivery 7 days a week from 11 until close. Fabulous Bob's Take and Bake Carryout Deal. Buy one, get one free. Frozen and wholesale pizzas. Do I need to say more? 25 East Merrill Avenue, 922-6505. Like them on Facebook at Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city.
At Eartech Heating, we are all excited for sunshine and warmer temperatures, and we want to do whatever it takes to ensure you're not caught in the heat of summer with no AC. Before the blazing temps hit, let our technicians clean and inspect your AC to ensure it's performing at its best when you need it most. Our NATE certified technicians bring the right tools, expert knowledge, and Bryant's high-quality products right to your door. For AC maintenance, service, and installation in the Fond du Lac area, call 924-6742 and 239-4307 for our Ripon office.
Come with me now. Come with me now.
And welcome back into Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. We're in the top of the 8th inning where the Rafters just picked up a RBI single off the bat of Brett Fear, and we see a call to the bullpen for the Dock Spiders for the second time tonight. And we'll introduce you to the new pitcher on the mound for Fond du Lac. It'll be Zach Bryant out of Daytona State College. He's appeared in 4 games this season, has 1 save, has pitched 4 2/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, 4 walks, and has given up 3 hits. He has a 7.71 ERA. In his last outing, he was mighty fine on June 19th against the Wisconsin Woodchucks in a 5-2 win. He pitched 1 2/3 inning, had the save on the night, 3 strikeouts on the 5 batters he faced. He ended the game striking out the last 2 batters he faced. He'll be dealt with a pinch hitter here for the Rafters. It'll be the Michigan Wolverine, Matt Schmidt, in with 2 outs with a runner on first. So Schmidt, who was 0 for 3 last night, he'll come in to pinch hit here for Jordan Wiley in the 9th spot for Matt Schmidt. He's batting 190 on the season, making his 14th appearance. He has 8 hits, and he's batting 200 with runners on base, 15 at-bats. He has 7 RBI with runners on base. He has 1 runner on the first base bag. It's Brett Fear. So 2 outs in the top of the 8th. It's Bryant. Bryant sets at the letters. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike, looked at by Matt Schmidt. And Zach Bryant, he can really bring the heat, as we just saw on that first pitch. So no balls, 1 strike to Matt Schmidt. Steps back in the batter's box, waves the alt-tan bat, slightly open stance. Gray batting gloves. Now the 0-1. Fastball, that one runs low on the outside corner for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Schmidt, the Michigan Wolverine, 6'2", 205 pounds, out of Parker, Colorado. The runner on first, it's Fear with about a 3-step lead. A 1-1 count. Bryant sets at the letters, fires home. Big swing and a miss there. Fear's going over to second. The throw, is it in time? It is not. So it's a swing and a miss there from Matt Schmidt, as Brett Fear will advance to second on the stolen base, and for number 16, it's his second stolen bag of the season. So the tying run stands on second. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Bryant gets the sign, sets letter high, now rocks and deals. Fastball misses way low on the inside corner, so it's taken for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Fond du Lac leads 3-2, with Brett Fear standing on second after the RBI single, and then reached to second on the stolen base. Bryant sets and delivers. That one, big swing and a miss there from Schmidt. So Bryant gets the Dock Spiders out of the inning with a strikeout. The Rafters, they pick up 1 run off of 2 hits, no Fond du Lac errors, and the Rafters leave 1 on base. We'll head on the bottom of the 8th inning with Fond du Lac leading 3-2. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Tradition continues since 1969. Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city. The same great tasting pizza, delivery 7 days a week from 11 until close. Fabulous Bob's take and bake carry-out deal. Buy one, get one free. Frozen and wholesale pizzas. Do I need to say more? 25 East Merrill Avenue, 922-6505. Like them on Facebook at Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city.
At Eartec Heating, we are all excited for sunshine and warmer temperatures, and we want to do whatever it takes to ensure you're not caught in the heat of summer with no AC. Before the blazing temps hit, let our technicians clean and inspect your AC to ensure it's performing at its best when you need it most. Our NATE certified technicians bring the right tools, expert knowledge, and Bryant's high-quality products right to your door. For AC maintenance, service, and installation in the Fond du Lac area, call 924-6742 and 239-4307 for our Ripon office.
Hi, I'm Tiara. Stop down to check out this month's specials at Corneli's on Prairie Road in Fond du Lac,
where you'll find Nature's Crystal 24 packs of water, just $2.99. 28-ounce Gatorade assorted flavors, 2 for $3. And Nature's Crystal 20-ounce Sport Cap water, 69 cents or 2 for $1. All at the Corneli's on Johnson Street and Prairie Road in Fond du Lac.
Shop local, shop Corneli's.
Welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball here from Hairbaker Field, brought to you by KFIZ. We head into the bottom of the 8th inning with Fond du Lac 3-2. We'll see batters 5, 6, and 7. Up for the Dock Spiders, it's Cole Zabowski, Tyler Wardwell, and Jack Wassel. So Zabowski will face Hernandez here. Zabowski from the left side. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Hernandez sets and deals. Breaking ball gets away from Duvall and back into the backstop. So 1 ball. And no strikes to big Cole Zabowski, who grounded into a 3-1 putout in the first, grounded into a 1-3 in the third, and then had a fly out to right in the 5th. The pitch is swung on there, and it'll be a 1-3 putout for the second time tonight to Cole Zabowski. So it's the first out of the top of the 8th inning. And now it'll be Tyler Wardwell from the left side. We'll see what Wardwell can do in his 4th at-bat. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to left field in the 2nd. Struck out looking in the 4th and then grounded into 3rd in the 6th inning. So Hernandez with 1 out, no one on. Kicks and throws. Wardwell shows bunt, lays it on the 3rd base line, and it's ruled foul. Matt Schmidt over in now at 3rd base as he came in to pinch hit for Peyton Robertson in the top of the 8th inning. Well, he struck out swinging, and he'll take over for Robertson at the 3rd base bag there, as it's a no balls, one strike count to Tyler Wardwell, the Duke Blue Devil from the left side. Hernandez leans over, gets the sign, drops his hands in motion, and deals. Fastball swung on and lifted back into the netting to the left of home plate. So Hernandez quickly up on strikes here to Tyler Wardwell. The Dock Spiders lead 3-2. They're being out-hit 8-7. They were out-hit 8-7 last night in a 3-2 loss. It's the 2 errors that stand out on the board to the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. One in the third. Now the pitch. That one skied high into the shallow outfield down the third base side. Schmidt makes the grab head high for the second out here in the bottom of the eighth. We mentioned those errors for the Wisconsin Rapids. Well, there was one in the third and one in the fifth inning. So it'll bring up Jack Wassel with 2 outs now. We'll see if he can keep the inning alive. He's 1 for 3 tonight. The Minnesota Gopher Wassel from the left side. Swings the all-black barrel. Navy blue socks about knee high. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike as it hovers over the plate. So no balls and 1 strike to Jack Wassel. 2 outs, no one on. Hernandez kicks and throws. That one misses low on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Jack Wassel here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs. No one on for the University of Minnesota product. The 1-1, that one big swing and a miss there from Wassel. So it'll be a 1-2 count to Wassel, where the Dock Spiders lead 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Hernandez on the mound dealing for Fond du Lac. Hernandez sets at the belt, now throws. Wassel lifts that one back foul up into the netting down the third base side. So we'll reset and do it all again to Jack Wassel here in the bottom of the 8th inning from Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Cam McGuire with you in the broadcast booth. Glad to have you tuning in to this great ball game on this Friday night in Fond du Lac, where Fond du Lac leads 3-2. It's a 1-2 count in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs to Wassel. Hernandez kicks and fires. Wassel swings that one foul back into the netting to the left of home plate. So once again, we'll reset and do it again to Jack Wassel. Fond du Lac will hit the road tomorrow and Sunday, and then be back at home all of next week. A 1-2 count, 2 outs. Hernandez leans over to get the sign from his catcher, Duval. Wassel will call time and step out. Hernandez will see a visit here from Duval out to the mound. A special thank you to tonight's feed, the team sponsor, Marco's Pizza. Say hello to an authentic Italian quality pizza and say goodbye to Good Enough. Stop in at Marco's today at 30 East Johnson Street or visit marcos.com. Friday's post-game meal all Friday long. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The offering. Wassel lifts that one foul again down the third base side, up and out of play as it sails over the Coors Light boat launch down the third base side here at Harebaker Field. In the bottom of the 8th, it's a 1-2 count to Wassel, who's really making Hernandez work here with 2 outs, no one on. Hernandez sets and throws. That one way inside, misses low as it spikes the dirt, so the count will move to 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs to number 25, Jack Wassel. So Hernandez getting the sign from the Vanderbilt product, Ty Duval. Now he gets it, drops his hands in motion, and fires. That one swung on and fouled down the third base side by Jack Wassel. So Jack Wassel making some contact with the barrel there, as it's a 2-2 count still. We'll see the 9th pitch of the at-bat here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Fond du Lac leads 3-2 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Hernandez sets at the belt. Now the offering. That one taken upstairs high in the outside corner for ball number 3. So the count pushes full with 2 outs to the Geneva, Illinois native, Jack Wassel. Hernandez leans over, gets a sign from Duval. Now drops and deals. That one misses low in the dirt, so Wassel will take his free walk to first on a 10-pitch at-bat. So it brings up Duncan Hewitt, and for Jack Wassel, he reaches base on the 2nd time tonight. Jack Wassel in his 4th game as a Dock Spider. And it's his 3rd walk dealt out to him, so we'll see a mound visit here from pitching coach Joe Hallmarker. Out to Hernandez as Duvall meets him there. The infield stays in. We mentioned all those home games next week. Well, it'll start with Kalamazoo on Monday and Tuesday, Green Bay on Wednesday. It'll be a doubleheader against Green Bay, but only one of those being at home. It'll be the 11:35 game. Then the team will travel up to Green Bay for a 7:05 pitch, and then Battle Creek comes to town for the second time this season. They'll be here Thursday and Friday. It'll be an all-you-can-eat Monday on Monday, 6:35 against the Growlers, who are second place in the Northwoods League South Division. They are 16-9 on the season. They are on a 9-game win streak. The Kalamazoo Growlers are. And for the Growlers, well, they're playing host to the Kenosha Kingfish tonight, where they lead 7-6 in the bottom of the 7th. And Fond du Lac travels to Kenosha tomorrow for a 2-game stand on the weekend against them. Duncan Hewitt up to bat with 2 outs, 1 base runner on from the right side. Hernandez sets and throws. That one misses low on the outside corner, looked at for ball number 1. So Hewitt is 0 for 2 tonight. He reached on base back in the 6th inning on a walk. Hernandez sets and deals. Check swing there from Hewitt, and it's going to be a strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Duncan Hewitt, who is just 2 of 12 against the Rafters this season. Hernandez rocks and deals. That one lifted right through the 5-6 hole. It'll be a base hit for Duncan Hewitt. A 2-out one to the Butler Bulldog. Wassel will advance to second, and Hewitt picks up his first hit of the night. Now we go down to the way bottom of the order, where we find Jacob Adams in the 9th spot. So Hewitt is able to extend the inning, as Duvall will go out to Hernandez at the mound. Now Duvall goes back behind home plate. So Duncan Hewitt coming up big here to keep the inning alive, as there are 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th. The last 2 plate appearances have reached. Jack Wassel reached on a walk, and Duncan Hewitt with the 2-out single. So it's Adams from the left side. In the bottom of the 8th, Fond du Lac leads 3-2. Here's the pitch. Adams swings that one hard into right center field. The right fielder, Brody Wofford. Oh, he misses this one. Wassel's going to come in to score. And now rounding third is Hewitt, as Adams gets to second. Oh, baby, it's a 5-2 lead for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, as it looked like Brody Wofford just took a little bit of a spill out there. So Wofford, who thought he had that one in his glove, we'll see how they rule that, as Adams stands on second now. So it'll be an E9 after Brody Wofford thought he had it, then didn't realize, and it dropped right in front of him. 2-run score. Jacob Adams reaches second on the E9. Duncan Hewitt comes in to score as well. Now we go back to the top of the order, where we find Brad Hudson. It's 3 errors now for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. The 45 errors on the season now for the Rapids Rafters, who lead the league. As it'll be Hudson trying to extend the inning now, where Fond du Lac leads 5-2 with a base runner on. Hernandez sets, and now the pickoff back to second. Is it in time? It is not. So we talk about all those errors for this Rapids team. Their fielding percentage tied for last in the Northwoods League. We mentioned they have the worst percentage on ground balls. They now have, in 25 games, they have errors in 20 of them. Here's the first pitch to Hudson. Breaking ball misses on the inside corner, low, about shin level, to Brad Hudson. So with 2 outs here, the Dock Spiders were able to grab a walk, a base hit, and then Adams, who reached all the way to second on an E9, as Wassel and Hewitt came in to score. Now the 1-0. That one taken for ball 1. The fastball misses about knee-high to Brad Hudson on the inside corner. So 2 quick balls, no strikes to the Southern Illinois product, Brad Hudson, who is 2 for 3 so far tonight with a walk. Hernandez checks back to second, now deals. That one, big swing and a miss there from Hudson as Hernandez got him swinging on the fastball on the inside corner. So Hernandez leans over to get the sign from Duvall. Likes what he sees, now drops his hands in motion, sets at the belt, and the pitch. That one, check swing there from Hudson. Are they going to get him coming around? They look down the first base line, and they do not. So it'll be 3 balls and 1 strike to Brad Hudson with a base runner on second. And for Hudson, he's batting .300 this season with runners on base, has 11 RBI. The 3-1 offering. That one right over the plate in there for a strike, the fastball. So the count pushes to full with 2 outs as Adams takes his lead off second. Hudson taps home plate, now raises the all-black barrel above his head. We'll see what Hernandez can deal here. Sets at the belt, rocks, and fires. That one, big swing and a miss there from Hudson. So Hudson goes down swinging, but the Dock Spiders, they pick up 2 runs off of 1 hit, 1 Rapids error, and Fond du Lac leaves 1 left on base. We are 3 outs away from the win here. We'll head in the top of the 9th where Fond du Lac leads 5-2 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
Horicon Bank is proud to be the official bank of the Dock Spiders. Stop in to open your Dock Spiders checking account today. You'll get exclusive perks like half-price tickets to select games and your very own Dock Spiders debit card. See a personal banker for more details. Member FDIC.
We're the natural choice, Horicon Bank.
This is the Pepsi that your father drank and your grandfather drank.
When I was your age, we worked.
This is the Pepsi that your Uncle Ted drank when rock sounded like this. This is the Pepsi for American pastimes. Whether you're tailgating at a speedway or courtside watching your favorite player make a breakaway,
He scored!
this is the Pepsi for those who are forever fun. This is the Pepsi for every generation.
Be proud of your career. At Quad Graphics, we're looking for dedicated, hardworking individuals in search of a rewarding career. You'll start out at a competitive wage with opportunities to advance immediately. We offer career training programs, on-site healthcare, fitness centers, 401k retirement savings, and many more great benefits. To learn more about our job opportunities and to apply on.
Welcome back to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ. Top of the 9th, we'll see batters 1, 2, and 3 up for the Rafters. The first pitch misses for ball number 1, where the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders lead 5-2. Here's the offering. That fastball runs low on the outside corner. So 2 quick balls here to Brody Wofford. Fond du Lac is able to pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, which are huge as they push the lead to 3 now. Bryant kicks and deals the 2-0. Fastball in there for a strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Zach Bryant trying to close out the game here for the Dock Spiders. Came in the 8th and had a 5-pitch strikeout. The pitch, that one in there for a strike on the inside corner fastball. So the count pushes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brody Wofford, who's 0 for 3 with a walk so far tonight. Bryant rocks and rolls. That one spikes low in the dirt on the outside corner. So we'll see a payoff pitch here now to Brody Wofford, the UCF product. Bryant sets at the letters, now deals. That one in there for a strike. The fastball on the inside corner. Wofford can't believe it. He goes down looking. And now the Dock Spiders are 2 outs away from the victory here at Hairbaker Field, where they lead 5-2 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. And for Zach Bryant, he's no stranger to dishing out strikes in the 9th inning for Fond du Lac, especially at home. In his last appearance, he pitched 1 2/3 inning, dished out 3 strikeouts, and ended the game with 2 in that 5-2 win. Here's the pitch. That one right over the plate. Fastball looked at for strike number 1. So no balls and 1 strike. Zach Bryant can really throw the heat on the mound. 6'1", 200 pounds out of Daytona State College. Rocks and deals the 0-1. Fastball in there for a strike as it's looked at again by Stringer, who looks at his feet and then looks up, and he can't believe it. So Bryant is quickly up on strikes to Ethan Stringer. Bryant sets and deals. Oh, boy, that one gets away from him as it spikes Ethan Stringer. That one looks like I could have clipped him in the side of the head. So it's either, from our vantage point, that's either his right shoulder. Looks to be his right shoulder. He's not happy about it. He takes his free walk to first, so he's hit by the pitch there. And now it brings up Ty Duvall with one base runner on. So that one got away from Bryant. Had some absolute speed on that one. Now it's Duvall from the left side with one base runner on. Bryant kicks and deals. That one over the plate in there for a strike. The fastball looked at for strike number one. Ty Duvall, he is 1 for 3 tonight. He was walked in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and then had a single in the fifth and grounded out to second in the seventh. Here's the pitch. That one misses. Fastball on the outside corner, so a good eye there from Duvall as the count pushes to 1 ball and 1 strike to the Vanderbilt product, Ty Duvall. As Stringer will take his lead off first after being clocked by that pitch on the right shoulder. He's got a 4-step lead off the first base bag. Bryant sets at the letters and deals. Fastball in there for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now to Ty Duvall. The final announced attendance here at Harebaker Field, 826 here on this Friday night in Fond du Lac. Bryant, the 1-2. He kicks and throws. That one, big swing and a miss there from Duvall, who goes down swinging for his second time tonight. So we are 1 out away. And I would say these are the 2 biggest batters in the lineup for this Rafters team. Ty Duvall, who goes down swinging. And now it brings up Jack Thomas Wold, who is a .317 hitter for the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. And Thomas Wold, he's had 2 singles tonight. He's 2 for 4 at an RBI single back in the first. So we'll see what the UNLV Rebel can do from the left side. As Jake Dunham waits on deck, Bryant sets and deals. That one looked at for ball 1. Fastball misses on the inside corner, so a good eye there from Jack Thomas Wold. As the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Stringer takes his lead off first. Bryant sets at the letters. Now deals. Stringer's going to go steal over to second. Hewitt will just keep this one and let Stringer go. So Stringer will advance on the stolen base, and for Ethan Stringer, number 5, he picks up his second stolen bag of the season. Jack Thomas Wold, 2 balls, no strikes to him as he steps out of the batter's box. Now Bryant steps back on the rubber. Bryant leans over to get the sign from Duncan Hewitt. Likes what he sees now. Takes a look back to second. Now deals the 2-0. That one looked at for strike number 1. The fastball on the outside corner. Thigh high to Jack Thomas Wold. So it's a 2-1 count now to the UNLV Rebel, who's 4-8 in his last 2 games against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, trying to keep things alive here in the top of the 9th. It's 5-2, Fond du Lac leads, 2 outs. The pitch, that one, fastball runs high on the outside corner. So the count pushes to 3 balls and 1 strike. So we saw Jake Dunham on the on-deck circle. Now it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here, Mitch Malik. See if he can get a plate appearance. It's a 3-1 count. Bryant deals. Fastball grounded there, and it's into the glove of Arrow. 1 hopper to second. The throw over to first. Is it in time? It is, and the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders come out on top over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, 5-2. That's a final here from Harebaker Field. We'll come back in just a moment and wrap things up on the Dock Spiders postgame show. Stay tuned. You're listening to Dock Spiders Baseball on KFIZ.
L&H Gear because they have been a Fond du Lac family business since 1958. Big job, small job, they do it best. L&H Gear helping you create a beautiful outdoors with vibrant decorative stone, beautiful colors of shredded mulch, crushed stone, the perfect garden soil for your flower and vegetable plots, even sand for play boxes. Everything you need to be the envy of the neighborhood. Pickup or delivery. Call L&H Gear weekdays 7 to 4:30, 921-7546, 921-7546.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
At Airtech Heating, we are all excited for sunshine and warmer temperatures, and we want to do whatever it takes to ensure you're not caught in the heat of summer with no AC. Before the blazing temps hit, let our technicians clean and inspect your AC to ensure it's performing at its best when you need it most. Our NATE certified technicians bring the right tools, expert knowledge, and Bryant's high-quality products right to your door. For AC maintenance, service, and installation in the Fond du Lac area, call 924-6742 and 239-4307 for our Ripon office.
Take News Talk 1450 KFIZ wherever you go on your phone or mobile device with the TuneIn app. Just download the TuneIn app on your iPhone, Android, or other mobile device, and you can listen to all of your favorite shows on KFIZ wherever you are. From local programs like The Breakfast Club and The Hoffee House to national shows like Clark Howard and Sean Hannity, and the very best in high school sports play-by-play. They can all be streamed live no matter where you are in the world, absolutely free. Keep KFIZ in the palm of your hand with the TuneIn app.
Mixtapes got a little Hank, little Drake, a little something bumping, thumping on.
And welcome inside the Doc Spiders postgame show, where Fond du Lac picks up the 5-2 win over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. And for Fond du Lac, they improved their record to 14-9 on the season. Wisconsin Rapids, they dropped to 13-10. So with those implications, Fond du Lac is in solo third place now in the Northwoods League South Division. We'll get you the scoring plays here. The Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, they got on the board first in the first inning. It was an RBI single from Jack Thomas Wolde. Doc Spiders would answer right back, an RBI single from Alex Arrow, which sent Brad Hudson to score. So it was 1-1 for the next 3 innings. And then in the 5th inning for the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders, this is when they started to take off. It was back-to-back RBI singles, one from Chris Ayers and one from Troy Black for the 3-2 lead, and then in the 3-1 lead, and then in the 7th inning, the 8th inning, Brett Fear was able to bat in Ian Fair on an RBI single. Fair, who was in the 2nd spot in the 8th inning, well, he had a double of his own, so the lead was cut down to 1, and then in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders, it was a costly error from this Rafters team. It started off with it was 2 outs, a ground out from Zabowski, and then a fly out from Wardwell. Wassel with 2 outs advanced on a walk. Duncan Hewitt had a big 2-out single. Jacob Adams then advanced to second on an E9, scoring Wassel and Hewitt, and that is a 5-2 final here from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where the Doc Spiders win 5-2 over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. We'll come back on the post-game show, take a look ahead at the Northwoods League South Division scoreboard, as well as the upcoming schedule for the Fond du Lac Doc Spiders. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Doc Spiders post-game show on KFIZ.
Continues since 1969. Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city. The same great tasting pizza, delivery 7 days a week from 11 until close. Fabulous Bob's Take and Bake Carryout Deal. Buy one, get one free. Frozen and wholesale pizzas. Do I need to say more? 25 East Merrill Avenue, 922-6505. Like them on Facebook at Bob's Pizza. Legendary pizza, legendary city.
Craig Culver of Culver's.
Before farm to table, there was just good, wholesome food. Grown by America's farm families, prepared fresh at Culver's, and always served with a smile. We still cook every Butterburger to order using fresh 100% Midwest beef and craft our frozen custard right in the restaurant using family farm fresh dairy. So thank you, farmers. Welcome to Delicious.
Return home for
And welcome back inside the post-game show where the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders pick up the big 5-2 win over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters and now move into solo place for third place in the Northwoods League South Division. We'll take a look here at the out-of-town scoreboard between the Northwoods League South Division. Madison is on top of the Wisconsin Woodchucks 9-6 in the top of the 8th inning up in Wausau. Green Bay leads Lakeshore 5-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Battle Creek with the 1-0 victory over the Rockford Rivets earlier today from Rockford. And the Kalamazoo Growlers in a close one with the Kenosha Kingfish 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kalamazoo looking to win 10 straight games. And that leads us into the weekend. Fond du Lac will be at home the next 2 days where they'll face the Kenosha Kingfish tomorrow, Saturday at 6:35, Sunday at 4:05. And they will be back here at home all of next week, starting on Monday with Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo Tuesday as well. Green Bay on Wednesday. That one's 11:35 start. Battle Creek Thursday, 6:35 as well as Friday. Tickets are still on sale for all of next week. Call 920-907-9833 or visit the box office directly here at Harebaker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin at 980 East Division Street. That'll about do it here tonight in the broadcast booth where the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders pick up the 5-2 win over the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. We'll see you back tomorrow on air starting at 6:20 down in Kenosha. For myself, Cam McGuire, so long, and have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you back tomorrow night.